No parry. Walk back through a fireball. Can't do anything about it. Fucking bullshit. No parry. Just keep dropping my moves. Just keep dropping them. It's really fun to play this game when everything drops. This is so much fun. It's just so much fucking fun. Ridiculous. There's a pattern. Another fucking pattern that I can't get around.
Alright, there we go. Sorry about that, chat. Thank you for telling me I was muted. For some odd reason it took off my settings, so I had to redo all my settings real quick, which didn't take much time.
I don't know what to do to jump and I can't stop it. Look, nothing
Yeah,
I can stop
I was
that
saying,
jump.
it's a fast stream. I'm just restreaming the last 30 minutes of Phil's gameplay, and that'll probably be it, because I want to do some stuff with my girlfriend tonight.
See? Nothing I do. I can't stop the jumping. He gets it from that range for free, and I can't stop the move at all.
That's because the DJ is actually good at what he's doing.
See? I can't stop it. It's completely safe.
You won the first round on him, so why are you complaining?
Why is he get a completely safe jump in? What the fuck?
Ah, shit.
Fucking stupid shit, and it's pissing me off. Everyone, oh, a certain range, everything is a safe jump in, so I'm completely safe. I can just keep my fucking pattern going. My shitty
Hey, Roddy Boomer,
pattern.
how you doing? It's illegal snort. Hey, Ronan, how you doing, man? Good to see you.
Nice 360.
Exactly, Ronan.
Finally got one.
That's good, Rowdy. I'm doing all right. Just a little tired today. That's 2C Mission Impossible Night 2 with your girlfriend. That's what's up, Aaron. Hope y'all enjoy it. I hope both of you enjoy it.
Okay, I have to do overdrive tomahawk buster to stop it. I just did it right there. It didn't come out.
I mean, he was already hitting you, Phil. Hey, Ziggy, how you doing, man? Good to see you. Do some renown grinding for season 1. Hell yeah. Yeah, I need to finish out my renown.
Not doing anything.
If he played offline, he'd be the same
way.
way.
Hit me twice with 2 giant combos that I never got hit by.
She loves Tom Cruise way too much.
It was the whole round of bullshit that I didn't fucking do. Amazing gameplay.
Come on, DJ, beat this clown. DJ's playing with his food. Oh, DJ lost this one.
What the fuck?
Uh-oh, maybe not. Maybe not.
I'm still parrying!
Oh, wow.
He drive impacts through parry.
You got your haircut? That's what's up, man. That's what's up, man.
He drive impacts through fucking parry. It doesn't work.
I mean, was it? Hold on, let's see. I gotta see. I really want to see if it did. No, it says counter. It says no, punish counter. I don't know enough about that to really make a judgment. But I'm gonna say it says punish counter, so I'm gonna assume you did something.
I'm still parrying!
Let me see one more time. It's hard to really say.
I'm still parrying! I'm hurt.
Hard to really say. Hey, Humble,
every time I play
doing,
this game, I
man?
get pissed because I lose to stupid bullshit. I know what to do to win, and the fucking stuff doesn't come out, and all of a sudden, someone found a weird way to go around the things that you're supposed to be doing. You're supposed to do low pierce anti-air combo. Oh no, he has a certain angle he can jump with.
Oh, you know what makes it even funnier, Robin? Or Ronan, excuse me.
So now he'll just
Ronan
spam
is
from
the fact that he's going to say the code out loud. So everybody's going to hear it.
I've had enough.
Detractors and fans alike. Say it with an H. Yeah, that's exactly Ronan. He wants it to fail so he can say he tried and the trolls invaded it. Hey, Tenchi, how you doing, my man? You feeling any better? Pretty much. Like, all he's playing is Street Fighter 6, but he said because he's playing World Tour mode that it's variety. Even though he's still playing Street Fighter 6, I can't figure that one out to save my life.
No, oh my god.
Phil got this person. I rarely see any good Marisa players. Exactly, Ronan. is obvious trap being set up. He'll say he tried it as an experiment, see if it worked. The trolls got in there and destroyed everything, and the rest is going to be just a bitch fest. No, I don't, Aaron. How much effort it takes on PC? Man, when I played it, I had no real issues. I mean, I had some, but I fixed it.
No idea why I got hit. My jab has higher priority than that, but she stuffed it for no reason.
Super armor, Phil. You know this character has it. Recent players and match plays, but then oh, master rank. Oh man, I don't see Phil getting like if Phil got to master rank, I could see him just getting destroyed. Yeah, I'm gonna be on voice chat.
I did the 3 hits.
That was actually good for you, Phil.
Got her. I did 3 hits to interrupt drive impact. It's me anyway. I don't get it.
Yeah, I got a 14 terabyte everything sitting on. I need to start. Hey, Ramen Brahman, how you doing, my man? Good to see you tonight. Best case solution is no trolls show up. He has to get mixed hits and then make an excuse why he can't do it again. Yeah, there's already detractors waiting to jump in the lobby. The trap has been set up. It's going to be sprung.
Got time for like 1 or 2 more sets. I'm upset because I had such a good start, and then the fucking internet drops. Well, not the internet, the servers drop. I come back and I'm still doing all right, and then all of a sudden it's like patterns beat me. Patterns definitely beat me in this game. Online patterns beat my ass in this game.
That's what's up now. The more powerful fan. Oh, the humidity. I bet it's really worse for you.
Can't block.
Right. Yeah, he can't recognize a pattern. I said it. I was on Chill Murray stream earlier.
Dude, every move he's doing is lucky. I'm serious.
He's sitting there complaining about pattern play, yet he's looking at videos to do patterns.
Every move he did was complete luck and either counter hit or my move didn't come out the way I wanted it. So everything he did hit me. Oh, that's it. My anti-air was the wrong distance, right?
The air is dead, so no breeze. Ugh. Yeah. It was like 91 here, so it was all. I wasn't too bad. Hey, Lewis, how you doing, man?
Wow. I do the right move to interrupt whatever he's doing. His drive impact absorbs all 3 hits, and he gets a fucking random counter hit into super. Jesus fucking Christ.
That's what's up, Lewis. Let's see if I can actually buttons. Hey, Falcon. 90 but 80% humidity. Ugh. Let me see here. Something's not working right.
Nothing I can do. I have no reversal. I have no reversal.
Uh-oh.
Why did his jump kick beat my anti-air clean? Why?
Because it did? Thank you. Hey, Liquid, how you doing, man? I'm doing all right. Good to see you again, man. How you? What's
Right.
going on?
Now I can't parry.
Yeah, he too early. Yeah, he did. Oh, let me hop. Let me
Can't
hop
jump.
in. Let me hop in voice chat.
Why did it beat it clean? Why have an anti-air that gets beaten
All right,
clean?
there you go. I'm in voice. Anybody wants to join? Thank you again.
What up, buddy? What up, Brody?
Not much, man. How you
Man,
doing?
what's up?
What's up? Good to hear from you.
Why?
No
I
life.
got hit.
Competitive Pokemon. Wheelchair simple as it sounds. Oh shit.
Didn't do
How
anything.
angry, man.
Literally jumped and waited, and the
How
fireball somehow
frustrated.
catches me out of midair.
He's
This
frustrated
is
because
bullshit.
he's just
He has,
losing now.
why do characters
I
have
think
ways
it's
to
his
beat
internet.
what's
He
supposed to
hasn't
be your
upgraded his
universal
back.
anti-air?
He moved out there.
Jumping at that mid-range
Yeah,
and just
he's
stuffs
really
everything
not.
is fucking stupid.
Oh yeah, Blanca is super broken, and people like I think some of his own fans
So,
have told him like
If he
Blanca's
gets free
broken.
jump-ins over and over from mid-range, I can't do anything
Once
about it. He will
Blanca
always
gets
beat me.
patched, he's gonna hate him.
What about one thing you get had?
Zangief so far seems fine. Like Blanca is the really egregious one that's broken.
You want head? No,
He wants characters that can
Why I'm
give him
getting
an
hit?
easy win.
no. You want 10 nerfs. He's like just annoyed at you.
Oh, he
So
wants
look,
Ken taking out
90%
the
of my life's the
game,
bullshit in
which
the
is
corner.
hilarious.
I can agree with you on that. Yeah, I'm having problems trying to. I'm
Yep.
in a little.
90% of my life.
Yeah,
That I
trying
fucked
to
up
get
right
some
there. Everything
stuff
else was
done,
bullshit.
like,
Literally
they're
nothing earned at
Not
all.
phone related.
Yeah, like what's funny, he reminds me of the old Destiny 1 players, where
Having a hard time trying to find the that will be able to put me to sleep to get the work I need done.
yeah. See, he reminds me of the old, hey Dwight, how you doing, my man? Great to see you. He wants it like he reminds me of Destiny 1 players, where they would bitch about every exotic gun that killed them. They're like, you need to nerf these guns because they killed me. Like one guy actually said that on the forums, and it was hilarious.
You want every Street Fighter to be like this Street Fighter 2 coded.
Exactly, Ronan. I'm just trying to figure out how he says it's not earned. It's like, well, you're getting hit, so obviously it's earned.
His enemy's playing the right way, but he thinks that his internet is the best.
Why that's stuffing me. That's it. Free combo off of medium. Even though I'm doing my jab that
Am I
beats
right or
her
wrong?
medium, it beats me and gets a 70% punish combo
Yeah.
unearned.
He thinks his internet is godly.
Unearned. I mean, they're hitting you, Phil, so it's got to be earned.
There's nothing I can do.
His
He keeps just
internet
dash
is
canceling, and I'm
godly.
blocking or doing things
And
appropriate to
the
counter hit, and it
funny
fucking
part
doesn't
is
work.
flag
I can't
tactic.
win if it keeps doing that.
Having
What the
multiple
fuck?
devices on the same
Jab
network
beats her standing
across
medium.
the internet.
Why the fuck does
So
her
he
standing medium hit me with a meaty for a 70% punish combo?
Am I
Jab
right
beats
or
it.
am I wrong?
Fuck this.
No, you definitely got it. Oh shit,
I
Ronan.
played
I've
the
never
game.
dealt
I
with
played
that
the way it's
myself.
supposed to be played. I'm playing the
Thankfully.
match.
Yeah, he wants
Fucking beats
he
me
wants
anyway.
Blanca. He wants more
It's just
Blancas.
nonsense. I've had enough of it. It's not fun to lose when you
What is
know
up,
what to do,
Dwight
and
Reyes?
somehow
Good
it
to
get
hear
me
from you,
anyway.
brother.
Like, what the fuck
What
is
up,
going
Dwight?
on?
I got an announcement. ELW
I don't get it.
Dark
Why am I
will
getting
be
hit by
returning
everything?
tonight?
Ooh, what
We
time?
got a gym. We're going live. 10 Eastern.
It's in Eastern. Ooh. I'm gonna
But
definitely catch
after that, I've decided finally. I think it's been enough time. I think I've digested enough coke. I'm going over the Side Scrollers podcast.
Ooh.
Now, I can't guarantee I'm giving the whole 5 hours tonight.
Back,
I'll
that
break
still
it up
hit me.
depending on how do I
I
manage
can't do anything.
mentally,
He did the
physically.
drive,
But definitely
dash.
after
I can't even
dark,
say it.
we're going
The
over
drive rush
vortex
kick, I
of the
couldn't
side
block
scrollers,
it. Then he
'cause
gets a free throw.
I
I'm
think,
frozen.
like I said, we've had a little time now to digest. You've seen the ramifications in the.
I did a move.
The after.
No, not the aftermath. The repercussions. The repercussions of what has transpired. Because, like I said, right now, you can definitely see a change in emotions.
Can't block. I
Based
can't
off
block
of
it. I know it's
before
coming. I can't block
and
it.
after the side
He's just
scroll.
doing drive rush roundhouse. I can't block the
Yeah.
roundhouse. It hits
Now,
me
granted,
every time.
before, yes, the cope, deceiving, assault, all that, it was always there.
The guy
The
was
levels of
Oh, sorry.
listen, I'm gonna try to keep the guy with two names. I'm gonna try to keep the pausing to a minimum. That's not a promise, but I'm at least gonna put in a concerted effort because, like I said, it's 5 hours. So we're gonna want to try to get, like I said, I'm a pause when I think it's pertinent of me to chime in, but we're gonna deep dive. We're gonna dissect it. We're gonna cut a little bacon off.
Coming.
Oh no! Of course I'm gonna pause, guy with two names. That's no question. But I know me. I'll pause for every other word. So I'll try to keep it down to a minute. But sometimes Phil makes me get that type of ways.
What's up,
Like I
Zarglo?
said,
Doing all right.
We're not gonna worry about the aftermath or the debriefing because we don't need all that. Like I said, we just need this. We just need the interview itself. We all know what happened afterwards. We know the COVID. Like I said, it's high right now, and it's been that way ever since. It's just slowly,
Everything I do gets stuck.
slowly progressed, and then on top of that, you have people laughing at him about other things that just compile on top of that. So it's like side scrollers really got that ball rolling down the hill of just non-detractor people looking at Phil and laughing. He been mind fucked ever since. Like I said, everybody, if you didn't think you were living rent free, I'm pretty sure if you check the stats, if you go check out the doorman, you're
He
on
just
the
does
list.
it right
You're
away.
living rent-free.
Fucking ridiculous game, dude.
I got a
You're
prime
living
real
rent-free.
estate up there now.
Listen, you're living. There's no way you can't be living
Online
rent free.
bullshit
This
frame
man
trap.
sits here and will tell you how much he doesn't care about something
I
after
see that
talking
bumper
about
clock.
it for 35 minutes. Like, you can't tell somebody, I don't care about this.
Oh, no tomahawk
Talked
buster.
ad
Huh?
nauseum about it for 35. I'm not affected. It didn't bother me. It doesn't do anything. I don't care. It's white noise, but we sitting here giving it lip service.
And lots
said,
of
if I
lip
don't-
service.
Yeah, like if I don't care about something, I'm not going to give it lip service. And even if I did care
Everything I
about
attempt to
something,
get stuff.
I
Every move I've
have
attempted so
I
far
have
is
the
stuff.
fortitude to keep that shit to myself and not let people in
That's it.
public know.
I did wake up
that
level
it
1
gets
super. The
to
game
me.
gave me
I
no
have a
super
good poker
whatsoever.
face.
Nothing. Just as if I had never pressed the button.
Okay, and I'm pretty sure a lot of people have a good.
So these
poker
online
face,
patterns
'cause
dominate
no one's
Lily's
absolved
chat.
of.
Lily
like,
doesn't have a
having
wake up
thin
at all.
skin. Let's
She
not-
literally has no
don't,
move
Don't
that will
believe
go
that
for
hype
wake
when
up
people
position.
say they
So
don't
all
have
she can do
thin
is
skin.
parry or yes.
Everyone
so
has
that's
thin
probably
skin.
why she's the
Something
worst
can
character in the
always
game.
get you
She
tilted.
can't do anything in the corner.
Some can
Just a
always
matter
keep
of-
have to
that on
dominate
there.
from mid-screen.
Yeah,
and
something
anyone
can.
who have
You
these
gotta find the
patterns,
right word, the
just
right
beat your
recipe,
ass.
the right button.
So
And if you push it, you're gonna get tilted. You're gonna get triggered. You're gonna be feeling types of ways.
well, I
So
received
don't
an
act
anonymous
like it's
$5
just
tip.
me.
I read the message.
Everybody
I really appreciate
gets
the
it.
message.
The difference is
And, thank you
how
for
do
the
you
tip.
how do you
I'm not gonna read
manifest
that
it
publicly because
afterwards?
it's actually a nice
Go
private
off
message.
on
I appreciate
off the
that.
rails like DSP.
Wait,
and try to tell people
what? Hold
what
up.
happened. What happened?
Hold up. What?
Well, I received an anonymous $5 tip. I read the message. I really appreciate the message. And thank you for the tip. I'm not going to read that publicly because it's actually a nice private message. I appreciate that. Thank you for the tip.
Womp womp. Thank you for the tip. Thank you for the message, but I'm not going to read it because it looks like a private message.
That
But
was
thank you for the
360.
tip. Get scam.
Scam. Con forever.
Wow.
No dash cancel.
Thanks
Wait,
for
is
the
it-
money,
it's a-
Doug.
Is it tonight he's supposed to be playing with viewers?
Yes,
Finally.
and in his infinite wisdom, which I'm gonna pause Phil for a second here, in his infinite wisdom, he's decided to set up the private lobby, but say the password out loud.
I heard that, and then I thought to myself, then it's no longer private if you tell me.
Yeah, it's like everybody's gonna see it. So everybody's gonna hear it and put it in.
Are you not supposed to send the people that you want within this group a private message of the password so that it's almost as if he doesn't want this to work.
That we're one day away from the tape happening. Oh, not much, Philip. Leak, what you been up to? The tape with Adam 22's wife drops tomorrow. I don't know. Is this Adam from Side Scrollers or? I don't know who Adam 22 is.
I mean, this is definitely bait for more money, guy with two names. But I'm saying it's bait for trolls because
He wants it to be rated.
He wants it to be rated. He wants it to be invaded so he can sit there and cry victim of see, what did I tell you? But it's like, Phil, the only reason they're in is because you gave them keys to the door.
Yep.
Gave them keys to the door. So you can sit there all day and be like, I told you this was gonna happen. Of course it was gonna happen. You let the bitches in.
Yeah. Hip hop Adam, it doesn't matter to me.
You need to listen. You need to
guy with two names.
Look here, DSP needs to learn to treat trolls like vampires. If you don't invite them, they can't come in.
Hey,
so
Ryder.
you sitting here telling people
that was
the
lucky.
password.
That was lucky because I think you went for a move and
I'm
stuffed
gonna
it.
set up a private lobby, but then at the time of this taping, I'm gonna tell you the password so any Tom, Dick, and Harry can just pull up and do what the fuck. So I can sit here and claim that this was a failed opportunity and then give reason to never do this again. Even though you're blatantly telling us that, hey, I'm gonna sabotage this thing. I'm hoping that you're dumb enough not to understand what I just said. That I'm making it private, but I'm also gonna tell you how to get in.
Yeah, it's got bait written all over it, and people are going to jump in.
Well, I would say to be
just
smart
that rain.
and to don't even jump in for the simple fact that that's what he wants. He wants people to jump in with funny names. He wants people to jump in and insult him so that he can sit there and play victim as if, see you guys, this is why we can't do these things because of these mentally brain dead idiots. And it's like, well, Phil.
Yeah.
Yep. I think it was it was your video. I noticed that when he said something and you showed one of his past videos. Oh fuck! It was on your stream you did. I went to bed, so I watched it at work that morning.
What are you talking about?
I want to say it was when you did the first. Oh, it was when he did the open lobbies on his PS4, and the person came in and he said, "Oh, come in and say your most. Go ahead and insult me with your."
And then he sat there and just got straight toxic on him.
Yeah, and the dude was like,
"Say nothing."
Dude was like, "I had nothing to say."
Yeah, but he immediately went on the attack of like he wanted someone to get at his neck. But it's like, Phil, you don't even know who this is.
Again,
how do you even know this person knows who you are? For all intents and purposes, they just want to play the fucking game. But you already inciting people to come at you. So now, if the dude decided to sit there and get at your neck, would he be in the right or would he be in the wrong? I'd look at it as he'd be in the right.
I
you
would too.
Encouraged him, you incited him, you encouraged him, and you instigated him.
Can't react to it. Too
When
fast.
he just wanted to play the game with you.
And all the motherfucker said to you was, hello. Hello. And you went on a full scorched earth. Like, who does that? Not for somebody who needs people to be adversaries. He needs someone to hate him so he can sit there and go, see, like a fucking child. Like, what else would it be? What else would it be other than I need people to believe that I am the constant victim? I need people to believe that everybody's against me for no apparent reason, just the fact that I exist.
Yeah,
that's a dumbass
no
logic to go
to
by. Makes no sense to nobody because, again, he says all this shit because he's hoping.
Wow, that is a lot of damage.
Holy
shit, that is a lot of good
we
damage.
Believe that, man, fucking Phil's catching a raw deal. Phil's catching this, Phil's getting that. I'm sitting there looking at all these things when he says this, and I go, Phil, if the contrary is what you believe, then why is your ass not in a better place?
Exactly.
If we're just all making this shit up, if your content is half as good as you think it is, then why aren't you in a better place? Again, I throw this out here that if you were worth anything, regardless of what we have to say about you, companies can see past that shit, Phil. You think you're the only person on the platform, on the internet, that has detractors?
That is not what I did.
You're not
that was
the only one.
360.
The only difference is that companies
He gets
and
giant level 3 punish
advertisers and
combo
all
he
these
didn't
other
earn,
businesses
'cause I get that
can
instead of
look and
360
see
from the correct range.
who's out here just
360.
being a bunch of haters and who's out here with legitimate grievances. That's what separates you from the rest of your contemporaries. That's what makes you a low count. Where you can sit
didn't
there and
jump,
look at
I
what
held back.
PewDiePie's done in his
I held
career.
back
I
and was going to
guarantee you he
anti-air
has
down back fierce
detractors,
punch.
but
The
he
game
has
gives me
enough
jump back and
goodwill
I lose.
and his content is
I mean,
worth a damn that
don't fucking jump
advertisers
back,
and
piece of shit.
businesses can look past the discrepancies because, of course, PewDiePie actually apologized for those things and took accountability for those things. But he can still somehow prosper. How are you different from him? There is a difference. You don't take ownership. You don't take responsibility. So that's why businesses sit there and look at you and go, yeah, he's a piece of shit and he has never shown me signs of change. That's why you don't get none of the good stuff. That's why you don't get the ads. That's why no one's putting you in video games like PewDiePie and Maximilian Dude, because you're garbage. Waste the bit rate. Waste the white skin. That's a waste. Then you sit here and wonder why. Why is nobody
Don't know why I'm getting hit again.
Fuck respect you for? For what? For what? Being born? Your dad fucking missing the shot when he should have hit her in the face? What? You supposed to respect that? Fuck out of here.
Exactly.
I'm sorry, Ice. I'm sorry.
Let's see, the dents aren't smart enough to see the trap being set. No, they're not.
Alright,
Obvious
kept him off
they-
you with the
They're not.
parry.
Paranoia taking control.
I
Phil,
heard it was Harry, so I joined in.
hey Rydrake, how you doing? Hey Meth Bear, how you doing?
But that's what I said. Like,
Phil
if,
gets a
if,
half.
if that's what he's doing
Well,
tonight, that's what I said.
bitch is
Anybody, any of the detractors that's playing Street Fighter, don't even try to participate. That's what he wants you to do. What he wants you to do. So he can sit there and cry that you're harassing him, how you stalking him, how
Yes,
you,
he does,
how you
Roman.
guys have no lives. Like, that's all he wants to do. This is bait. This is a
He wants
trap.
the OTG moment.
Oh, this is a trap. This isn't exactly a trap. Because if that was the case,
Very good.
why aren't we just doing
Jumped
that
into
shit
the top of our
right now?
prize. Alright.
That should have been day and night stream. Just
Well, it was
doing
a good
that.
fight.
Why
Yeah.
are we not do? Why are we
Sadly,
sitting
I
there
lost a
trying to
ton
make
to
sure that
really
every
annoying
detractor
online
knows
stuff.
this is
And
going
it really
down
tilts me
tonight?
when I do. You know,
Why
I
are
gotta
we
get better,
baiting
more
it out?
consistent.
Why
I
are
did
we,
win more than
why
I
are we
lost with
being
her, thank goodness. I actually
suspenseful?
did
You should
better
be
with her
doing
than
this shit
Marisa by
right
like
now,
a country
especially
mile.
during the day stream. You're
I'm gonna
busy
keep
or
playing with
free.
her. I am.
Why
I'm
are we
actually
saving
keeping
it
my
for the
rotation.
dead
I
hour?
feel like if I play more with
not,
her,
we
I'll
wanna
get better.
if we
And
did
I
it,
do
wanna
feel
trap.
that like once
And then he'd be less likely to get a
something
lot
starts
of the
to get
trolls.
around my basic game
Yeah.
plan, I
They'd
do
be
it,
at work.
and then
why we
my
not
execution
doing this
gets
right
worse
now?
and worse, and that's a problem.
Because it's a goddamn
my execution, I
scam.
need to
It's a
try to keep my
goddamn
execution
trap.
solid, and if my execution gets worse, I'm just gonna keep losing. You
Those
know.
tired.
But this
I
has
mean,
been a
listen,
pattern.
Hey,
Jose
Casper.
and
It's really
Goji,
frustrating. Again, when
they
I know
grown
I have
ass
game
men.
one and I
If
drop
they
it,
can't
or,
see the fucking scam, that's not
you
my
know,
problem. I'm
why,
not
if
here to hold any
I'm doing
detractors
my
back.
move, which has
I'm
more
just
priority,
saying,
like the
if you
meaty
were
short
smart,
or the meaty
don't
jab,
you
supposed
fall
to
for
stop
this
everything.
bullshit.
They do literally stop almost
Don't
everything in the
fall for
game.
this bullshit.
Oh, I'm
Don't
just gonna do a
give
meaty
this-
medium punch
this
with Marisa.
motherfucker
Oh, I get
what he
70%
wants.
punish combo.
That's
but
exactly
I'm doing
what
the
he
move to
wants.
stop you.
Yeah,
He
Why
wants
did you just
you
randomly
to come
beat
in
me?
there
Mashed
so
it
that he
online,
can
and the fucking
strengthen
game
his
shit
narrative
online says,
that we a
oh,
bunch
I
of
think
brain
he
dead
has
like, of course I
stalkers
fucking
who
did.
got nothing better
So it
to
drives me
do
nuts.
but lurk
But
his
at least
ass.
I
Let him
won
sit
more
there
than I
and
lost.
play with his actual
And I do
fucking
need to get
debts,
better.
so they can be crash
I'm gonna
dead
play one
dummies
more. I am.
for
I'm
him
definitely
and just
deeper
get
into
beat up so
rotation.
his ego
All right.
can get satiated.
So sadly, I
I
didn't
said
get
that
the
in
that
Chill
shit.
Murray
I wanted.
stream.
You know,
I was
should have
like,
had about
King Jeb
3
was
or
on to
3.5
something, but
hours.
this
I
is a
barely
trap
got like
to
a
see it
little bit over
fail.
2 hours of gameplay with Lily.
It is their own
I
fault.
wanna
That's
play
what I'm
more with
saying.
her now. I feel like,
You as a detractor,
sadly,
unless your name is Summer
we didn't get
Julius
enough
Cruz,
practice,
you should
but-
be smart enough
All right,
to
until
know
next time.
that this shit
And
is
it's on-
fucking a trap.
All right, guys.
Okay?
Yep, it is time for
I
a break.
agree
It's
with
time
you.
for me to upload.
It is a
Hey Heather, how you
Remember-
doing?
Really trying to get
That tonight, I'm
Like I said,
attempting
if
to
this
do
was about the fame,
a viewer
if this was
lobby.
about
I
the
don't know how
fame,
it's going to
In
we'd
go.
that
be doing this shit
Only
right
because
now.
number one, the servers were wonky today. They weren't
Take
even working
advantage of the
properly.
two streams.
Number one.
See, I could
that you
care less
have.
about Street Fighter, so
I've never
yeah.
tried them
If he
before.
does
So
it,
tonight
oh
we're
well.
gonna
If he
try and set
doesn't,
it up, try to do
I'm just
it.
there to see
Listen,
how he
I know we
fucking
can play people
doesn't know
from
how to do
various
shit.
different parts of the world. I
he
guarantee it's
knows
gonna be
what
laggy.
exactly
Anytime
what-
you do something like this, the lag
He's
is gonna be
waiting for
insane.
the
I guarantee it.
detractors
But
Hey,
I hope
Fenwell,
you'll join
how
me
you doing,
tonight.
man?
He's waiting for the
6:45
tractors to
p.m.
show
Pacific
up
time
and
for
fuck
that.
it up,
And
so that he
I'll
can
see
sit
you
there
then.
and go
All right,
like a
guys, thank you.
child.
See you later.
See?
Get that
See?
penny bucks.
What did I tell you? What did I tell you?
This is why I can't. This is why I couldn't do Halo
Yeah,
multiplayer.
yeah, this is what he's doing. Like I said, he thinks we're dumb enough to believe
Ooh,
that shit.
76.
And I don't believe it.
Didn't even
The
get that
moment you
good.
sat there and you sent me that message
let me
the
get
other
us
day,
something.
Rod, telling me that he was playing with viewers, I'm like, that shit's a trap. Shit is a trap.
So he doesn't want to play with these people.
Because if he wanted to play with these people, he
Let me
could have been playing with
see.
them months ago. He could have been playing with these people years ago. He knows how to set up a lobby to the point
Yeah,
again
the Fall Guys.
where I'm gonna set up a private lobby and then I'm gonna leave the key on the fucking floor for anybody to walk in.
Yeah, this is like, how is it private?
How's it
Yeah.
private if you're gonna tell people tonight what the code is? Then it's not private, Phil. You just made it
Wait,
public.
that's what he said he doing? Oh,
Yeah.
that's so
Yeah.
fucking
Yeah.
Listen, and I quote, he said this earlier, I'm gonna make a private lobby and then later on tonight, I'll give you the code so you can get in the lobby. So how the
There's
fuck
other
is
ways
it
to do
private?
this shit.
Yeah.
Is
Tell
there
him
a
in
way?
his- No.
Is there a
Hello?
way that like he can make a community post?
Yeah,
just
you can
for
do
his
that.
Yes,
members?
Yeah,
he,
you can.
he could literally make a post that's specifically for members that if you're not a member, you can't see.
Oh,
The funny thing is, he made a point of,
Oh, wait, let me put this
well,
back up while I
we'll
find the
see
next
how
video.
the moderation goes, and if it's good, we'll go from there.
The
What's the
moderation.
moderation? It's a room you created. There are no mods sitting there waiting in that room. Like I said, this is
Okay, I
all-
wanna
Well,
see
no, I
this.
think
This
he
is all-
means like the ability to blacklist people out of.
He
lobbies
wouldn't
he
have to see, but that's the trap. He's double
All
talking.
right, I want to
right
see what
now.
this. I want to see
Because
what
why
this
would
is
you need
from
why
Duty
would you
Stream.
need any type of moderation in a privately made lobby?
But,
that the only people that should be
Hey,
in
Alfred
there are the
Aponte.
ones you chose.
Hello. Yeah, I know. He's such a coward. His balls
No,
have.
it's not even a coward. He's not a
He's
coward.
he's setting it up for failure.
He's setting people up for dishonesty. He's double talking shit where he can go, oh, I set up all this private lobby, but you also told me how you were just gonna let anybody in the door. So it's not a private lobby. You can't sit there and go, it's a private lobby. I'm gonna tell you the code tonight. So that means if I'm in earshot, I too can get in. If I had Street Fighter 6 right now and I wanted to be that kind of asshole, I could get in his shit tonight and do whatever the fuck. Why? Because you left the key on the goddamn floor.
You know, the
Yeah.
second
Even though
he
it's a
tells
private
the
lobby,
password, it's
even
going to be
though
on
it's
every Discord
even though it's
server.
a safe room, even though it's a panic room, but somehow the key's outside.
Yeah, he probably gonna say, see, they probably cycle the password through the Discord server.
No,
Like, dude, you
you-
put it out there.
You're gonna go out here tonight and tell everyone the password as if
put it
motherfuckers
out
can't
there.
remember, as if motherfuckers can't rewind the stream and
Oh,
find
yeah,
out
no.
what the
It's like
password
him
Oh, yeah,
leaving
no.
his door open and saying, "Why did people rob me?"
Yeah, why people telling me, man?
No.
Today,
I want to see what this Final Fantasy 16 rant is.
I linked
Oh,
to
God.
you.
Do you have a rant on it? I didn't even know.
I linked to you. It's on the
Had a
morning.
different day.
Come
I
on,
don't know
let's
why
go.
you guys are saying I'm gonna quit the game. I
That's what I
never
wanna hear.
said that. I never said I hated it. I like it just
Wait, he's just
fine.
banning
You're
people.
violating the rules. You're harassing
Yeah.
other chatters. I'm not stupid. You think you
But yeah.
I wasn't gonna come back and
Yeah.
chat.
There you go. Oh,
Yeah, I
Enjoy.
linked you the rant and the DSP is in the morning, I think.
well,
Alright.
thank you there, Falcon. Fortunately, hopefully my Spectrum doesn't run surprise maintenance. It
Okay.
kicks me off again. that
Oh,
shit
yeah.
was ass.
Oh yeah, right.
Phil,
Just,
Last time
business
around,
class
we had
But it's
internet.
not time to leave, Phil.
Hell yeah,
Not
brother.
time to leave.
Spectrum
Full
running
3-hour
maintenance
link
You're not
today
banning
for
more fair?
all of ya, and
Bye-bye.
see if we can get a little further into the game. We're But I can see right here.
Alright,
that
let me
they
down
have
a dark side
meaningful
while I'm at
side
it.
quests
Yo,
where
how
they
that
are-
tomorrow's
the
teaching
ones
movie
above their
sounds.
heads are supposed
God
to be the best
damn it,
ones.
no.
God, that's tomorrow.
Has to say.
Fine, you know what? If it's a
By
guaranteed
the
spot with
way,
Dwight, then I'll do it.
We got a
What's up?
jam-packed show tomorrow night. Tonight's show is light. We're keeping it light.
Bro,
but
it's a leading
jam-packed.
role. Like, it's a rough draft, but it's gonna be an amazing movie.
Yeah.
Wait, somebody said they're falling
Facts. We
asleep.
got a
Perhaps
big,
you shouldn't be watching a
we got a
stream.
big show
Yeah,
tonight.
Ice
Big
is
show.
watching Final Fantasy
Because I'm falling
16
asleep,
shit.
then perhaps you shouldn't be watching a
I'm
stream.
sorry.
When someone's falling asleep during your stream, that's
Right?
bad for the
You don't.
streamer.
Falling asleep.
Exactly.
Listen,
Oh,
I don't-
okay,
I don't
so
know.
You
I
might
mean-
want to do something else.
listen to your body.
Somebody falling asleep while they're watching the stream, you know, could have been a long day or whatever, blah, blah, blah. I can accept that. But when the streamer falls asleep, that is when the shit really
So
there's
Yakuza
problems.
playthroughs. I can't wait for the new one to come out.
Oh,
Man,
he's gonna fall asleep heavy for that.
anything
gonna-
Japanese
Yeah.
subtitles is
Progress
brutal.
story and further in the story.
So he's playing a new game tomorrow?
Really?
No, it's
Yes,
I received a
yes,
$20
yeah, he
tip
is. Amnesia the bunker on the
No.
next
Minute Man.
Tomorrow was his
Oh,
day off, so I had
no.
join that.
Yeah, it's Friday,
Turn
not
that into a
tomorrow.
stream.
It's on the slower
Yes.
side. It's
Oh, I
really-
watched
I've been
Weekend
watching
itself.
Markiplier play it.
Coming in and supporting my content, no
Markiplier.
matter what I play. So thank you.
I
so
like
much.
him.
Uber
What?
Hex and
Hold on, what
Over
was
is
that?
still
Typically
putting on
when we play
stuff.
this game, from 1 Minute Man.
I'm
I
gonna
just wanna
watch
say,
PB
1 Minute Man,
Horror
thank you so
Gamer
very much.
Gaming.
Typically
Play
when we
that.
play
No,
this
that's
game,
one
Oh, wow,
Roger,
yeah,
Roger,
we...
you said you're not coming in.
That dude.
Wow.
Horror games.
From
I
1
think
Minute
Thursday
Man.
night.
That's fucked up.
Ah.
He said, "Thank you, 1 Minute Man. You're about the only one that tips during this stream."
Yeah, fuck that.
You just
Wow.
actively
Thank
drink
you
it.
so very
Who
much.
is 1
Typically
minute
when we play this game,
Get fucked then.
Here's what you're missing out on tonight.
consistent person
We got
coming
Brian
in and
Zane
supporting
taking
my
on
content no matter
Durag
what I
Danny.
play. So thank you so much.
Trying to
1
get
minute
back up in those
Oh,
ranks.
I think you're gonna lose to.
We got our
uh,
first.
No, I'm not.
We got
No,
a
I'm
mixed
not.
tag match. We got a mixed tag match tonight. SS Sniper Wolf with Ludwig will be taking on Double A, who found a way to finesse her.
37
Ice
bucks in
Spice.
tips so far
Oh.
today.
Ah, shit.
Reward, thank
So we
you
got
guys.
that popping off. Then
Then
we got
Tenchi taking the L tonight.
We
there.
got the
Never.
real-
Get it yet, you
I
have to
can
get further into
never.
the story,
The
so-
real
Alright, so we did
today's
what we could. Now we
teaching
should, I
of
guess, make progress with
Garmin.
the story then.
Oh.
Wait, what?
Ice.
Cinnamon Toast
No,
King.
that. Wait, hold on. I
Over
think
50
I
bucks
just
is
want
our
to see
first
this.
tiered reward. Thank you guys. Escanor says you can't get it yet. You have to get further into the story.
Hear what?
So, all right, so we did
Oh.
what we could. Now we
Yeah,
should
he's
make progress with the story.
Ouchie. No, don't be mean to me.
So people
Taking
apparently are, like,
L's,
praising
yeah,
the living
taking
shit
L is
out of this
good.
game. You know,
Yeah.
I'm about 17, 18 hours
You
in.
can share your
You're
screen so
17
that way everyone's on the same boat.
17, 18 hours in, and you've literally gotten nowhere, Phil. You're 17 to 18 hours in the Final Fantasy 16, and you're nowhere. I don't get
Dude,
it.
he had to get somebody oatmeal. It took him so long.
There you
What
go,
do you
bro.
mean?
Like, you should be further in the game than where you're at.
Started,
You're
so I
further
can't really make
than
those
him,
kind of
mate.
judgments, but
Yeah, I'm almost
You're
done
all-
with the
I mean,
game.
let's be honest with the viewing audience. Look at how many. Just so you guys
If
know,
I
we're
somehow
watching
beat
on
the
demand,
game
you would
before
have no
him, and
idea.
I'm playing
We have
it
235
slow as
viewers.
fuck. If I
Even
somehow
today
beat the
when I
game
stream,
before him,
I have
that's
between 300
that's
to
sad.
400 viewers on a good day.
I wouldn't be
have
surprised,
more than
right, Drake?
400.
This is DSP.
This is the lowest I've had.
He
for
stops the
any
game
Look at
for
this.
any
Wait,
little
wait,
thing.
hold on. Hold up,
He's
hold up.
always funny about the money.
Hold up.
Look at all this coke.
Man, I mean,
I
let's
can't
be honest
hear
with
it.
the viewing audience. Look,
Well, I don't want to hear
You
that
gotta
echo.
turn it up on your end.
Yeah, let me turn it
duh.
up. The only thing I can do
Oh.
is boost the sounds.
look how many. Just so you know, 23. I have no idea. So people apparently are like praising the living shit out of this game. You know, for me, I'm about 17, 18 hours in. I feel like the game just started, so I can't really make those kind of judgments. But
You
man,
can
I
make
mean, let's be
those.
honest with the viewing
You
audience.
play
Look at how
for
many.
weeks.
Just so you guys know who are watching on demand, you would have no idea.
no.
We have 235
Tracer.
viewers. On a typical day when I stream and on demand, you would have no idea. We have 235 viewers. On a typical day when I stream,
Oh
I
my
have between
gosh.
300 to 400 viewers. On a good day, I have.
You don't have 400
That's a
viewers.
lie.
You might
That's
have.
a lie.
You might. You
The
might
av-
have
nah, The average is
320.
250.
I'll give you
The
320,
average is 250.
but you don't have 400. The only time
Are
you
you
have
talking
400.
legitimate viewers or just
I'm
in
just-
general?
I'm just in general what YouTube says he has. It's like 350 usually, 320 to 350. That's about his average, unless he's playing something like Street Fighter or there's a lot of drama going on.
Not even. Yeah, only drama will get him up to 400 to 500. When
Context.
he does one of those, I got something big to
They're
talk
full of
about.
thousands.
Like, he does one of those-
Context is
one of
for
those-
losers,
He
Falcon.
does one of those like bait tweets where I have had a wild day off. I know I got a lot to talk about and shit like that. Or he tries to drudge up drama on Twitter. That's when he'll get a stream of 400 to 500 people.
I will say,
Or like what he
They
just
wanna hear
did with
what
the
he's gotta say.
dishwasher.
Yeah, that's what
I
I'm
will
saying.
say, remember
So-
the
I
have an
days we used to
announcement
pull
tomorrow,
1,000?
guys.
But
Even 1,000 isn't even that much in like streaming. Like,
well, for him,
Stream 50 is the minimum, 300 is the max, but he ain't going over 400 unless it's drama.
Yeah.
Because he's not even pulling new game numbers like that anymore.
no, because there's so many other people in the market for that go against him, and they're better at it.
It's only drama
Like-
when people show up, and as soon as the pre-stream's done, they all leave.
Like when I was playing Final Fantasy yesterday, I jumped around from 2 viewers to 11 viewers
Fuck.
to 7 viewers to 4 viewers.
I
And-
would want
but
to
but I also know YouTube fluctuates. Like it'll say, like right now it's saying I have 18. Well, just a few seconds ago it said I had 20, and then it said I had 15.
yeah,
So-
I don't get you.
New body.
So-
You're view bodying.
So taking that in consideration, Phil has way more
What
viewers
the
than
hell?
Phil has way. That's a dog on a chew toy. Phil has
Oh.
way more viewers than I do, but he's complaining because the viewers he has is leaving. And the fact is simple: he's not engaged with the game. He's not engaged with the world. He's not engaged with the content. He's not engaged with his chat. And if you're not engaged in any of that, then your chat's not going to be engaged either. I get
Not
it
giving
for
them money. Don't forget,
Yeah, and they're not giving them money.
That's the crux of it. They're not giving him money. He can sit here all day and say this, that, and the third, but we all know
yeah, he wants
he's not
money.
liking this game because it's not giving him money. Because I guarantee you, if there was a pay pig sponsored for this game, that
Game
every
Tracker.
game he got 100. No, but he's not getting 150.
He ain't getting that
He's
150.
not getting 150.
Oh yeah, the
He's
game
doing
is
some
done.
weird amount, like $2.99 or something.
Like if
$2.99.
Final Fantasy was giving him 150 every game, he wouldn't be singing none of this.
Game of the year.
Even if he was making 100, he wouldn't be saying
Same thing
none
with
of this.
Zelda. Same thing with Zelda. He wouldn't be saying, if Zelda wasn't so dead for money for him, he wouldn't have said none of that. He'd have played the 100 hours. I guarantee you.
Oh, man, he would have
Money was
dredged that
coming in,
game out.
He'd have dragged it out, and he was like, we got to do all the supplemental content, guys.
Thank you.
We got to do all the supplemental
The
content.
devs put this
We
in the
gotta
game
do
for a
it.
reason.
He calls it a
God damn it.
completionist run.
Wow.
Yeah, and he didn't complete
But,
anything.
but like I said, if the money was good, if he knew he had a sponsor that was going to come in every day the way like Jinx was doing a couple months ago, this game would be great. That game would be great. Even Street Fighter would be great.
It should just be gravy.
Because the money's not coming in like it should. His ego's taking a big ass bruising because on top of that, people are laughing at him about Street Fighter. People are laughing at him about Final
That dog
Fantasy.
is cute.
People are definitely laughing at him about
With
motherfucking
Zelda.
Zelda. So he can't
man,
get
that's
no
funny.
no peace.
Come here, come
No
here, come here.
peace.
Oh no.
You know, I'm actually thinking about buying that
What?
Breath of the Wild. I mean, Tears of the Kingdom.
I need to get both of those and
I
Skyward
need to
This
buy
Sword
is
at
the
some
lowest I've
point.
had for any consistent game in ages.
No, it's
So,
not.
400. Day when I stream, I have between
Oh,
300 to 400 viewers. On
ow.
a good day, I have more than 400.
No, you
This
don't.
is
On a
the
good day,
lowest
and
I've
more-
had for any
okay.
consistent game in
Is
ages.
this from today's
That's a lie.
pre-stream?
He said this is the lowest
I
he's
don't
had
know.
in ages. That's a lie, Phil. Just a couple of months ago, you had 180 people watching you for a stream.
Damn, that's rough.
And I'm gonna
Who
and I'm
fucking
gonna say,
who?
I'm gonna say that's bad. What makes it even worse, Phil, is your restreamers get more. And not me, not including me, but bigger restreamers have more numbers than you do. They're bringing in more people than you, and that makes no sense.
It
So,
makes
obviously
perfect
people find this
sense.
game
He's
boring,
not
interesting if
entertaining.
they're not
They
showing
are.
up, right?
Yep.
Back again, Lord Rossfield. I'm touched that you should find
There
me
ain't
something to
nothing.
come
Like,
There
right
ain't
here,
nothing
he's
this dude
just-
can do to like get any attention from himself. He ruined
I'll be back.
everything.
Well, that's because he doesn't allow himself. He doesn't have a welcoming demeanor. First off,
He can get the attention. He just doesn't get the attention he wants.
Yeah.
I love you.
He'll get attention on the what is it, the stream fails Reddit or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But that's not what he wants.
Yeah. Like, I think it's gonna be right here.
Like, all right, I'm gonna be honest and give you some perspective.
Come
I
on,
played Final
die,
Fantasy VII
everybody,
Remake
die,
a few
die,
years
die,
ago.
die, die.
That's better than this game in my
Yeah.
opinion. I just played
So
the
a normal
original
person
Final
back. Oh,
Fantasy
I'm on
VII
live
last
stream
summer.
fails. Let me promote
That's better
that.
than this
I
game in
don't
my
know. It's
opinion.
fucking
I just played
promotion.
Final Fantasy V, the Pixel Remaster in the Pixel Remaster collection. That's better than this game in my.
Final Fantasy Pixel
But you know, like I
Remastered.
said, Falcon, I'm gonna
Wait, you
give
said
him
that Pixel
one
shit
view.
was better? Nah.
I'm
The reason
gonna
he's
give
saying that is
him
'cause his chat
one.
told him what to do. His chat told him what to do in that whole game.
Get out of here.
I'm gonna give
Hey, Kobe.
Phil one view, so I can ask him why he harbors sex pests in his chat.
Oh, I know exactly.
He won't answer.
Yeah, he'll just ban
so
you.
far. So
That's fine.
I just
I want to
played 3 other
embarrass
Final
him,
Fantasy
even if
games,
just for a
okay, in
second.
direct
I don't
comparison.
care.
I didn't even see anything at all.
I just want to wait until I can
see
get a bite.
You know, Phil, if you can't see up the brightness of the game, you know that is a thing. Or you can adjust the brightness on your TV. You know that $900
Or he could put on his
TV?
prescription glasses.
No, this section is dark. I think I want to say no. I didn't adjust my light for this, but you can
Holy
adjust.
shit!
You can adjust the light on the TV or the game itself, and that would help with it not being so dark. But Phil doesn't want to adjust anything. He just wants to leave it like it actually is, and then complain about it because he doesn't want to do anything to fix it. Like, there are some games I'll test it out before I actually stream it, and I have to make a few little tweaks and adjustments. Like, that's something you have to do as a live streamer, even as playing on YouTube.
I parried, sure I did. Of course I did. I parried, right. God, might as well just do my ultimate again.
You can't post
Burn this
him on
fucking guy to
live
hell. I
stream
can't
fails
see what's going
anymore.
on, so I might as well just smash everything at once here. See?
Live stream
Did he
fails
complain
out.
to the
Look
mods?
at this, look at that, look at that, yeah. Oh, yeah, he's dead.
He is
There you
so unmotivated.
And this
Thank
is
you
why
very
this
much.
is why this is why his chat doesn't get engaged with it. Hey JDX the kid, what's up? He's not engaged with it. He's not trying to figure out what's happening that's going on around him. He is just complaining. Like, right there, he's saying, like, for him, this is nothing negative. And it's like, no, this is negative. What you're saying is all negative. There's nothing positive about what you're saying right now. I see.
He's not playing the game to enjoy the game. He's just
Yeah.
playing it to get it out the way.
Yeah, he's going through the motions because he just wants the payday that comes with it.
That's the game. Wow, the best action RPG ever made, huh? It's amazing.
Phil, I have seen YouTubers and streamers make games that are downright shitty more interesting than you make a AAA title. Even your beloved Yakuza games, you make them into a goddamn snooze cruise. For me, I like to roleplay a little in the game, just for fun. You know, that way I'm engaged with the game because I'm enjoying what I'm doing.
The champ is here.
Yeah. Hello.
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 Yo, get him to the hat
There's
goal.
not much to say. Like,
No!
He needs you, Danny.
It doesn't suck,
So stupid.
but
Come on, you want to see him in the
it's
hat?
nothing like any other Final Fantasy.
don't.
games
You wanna
or
see
any
that
like
hairline?
any
Give him
thought
that
or
100.
effort put into
Oh,
it,
he left?
right? It's just kind of use all your abilities to fuck everything
Oh, he's
up.
gone.
All right, you're doing it.
Just like he wasn't
Yeah, he
even
has to go
trying to
tip
get
real
himself
quick.
he wasn't even trying to give himself a better capture card.
Well,
You didn't think about it? Like, am I really invested in this story? Not that much. I've been.
Right there. Right there.
There he is.
Did that.
I'm not that invested in the story. Then how do you expect your audience to get invested? You've openly said you're not invested. You're not invested in this story.
But
Yeah,
he's
you-
having fun, dude.
Finish the story.
So if you're not invested in the story, then you're not having fun and you don't know what's going on.
Philly Rhodes.
It's only fun when you tip him $150
Oh yeah, he's going.
at stream.
Hey, Will Swade, how you doing? I'm loving it. I'm fucking loving it. I mean, I do have my gripes with the game, but I'm loving it overall. It's still a 10 out of 10 for me.
All he said was, "It's like Kingdom Hearts 3, dude."
Oh, you got bubble tea? Hell yeah. I don't drink bubble tea, so you good for me.
I
I'm paying
want bubble
attention,
tea.
He's ready
It's just
for
not that
viewer
riveting.
lobbies.
You know,
It's a
I'm
trap.
I'm going through the motions. I'm beating.
I'm not
beating
doing
the
anything.
enemies, the
I'm
combat, but
watching.
I don't
I'm
know what
playing
I'm
Death
supposed to
Jam.
do right now. Look, there's no map anywhere.
I'm tempted
Alright, so
to
right
get
there,
that.
right there.
Complaining about the map.
The
Yeah.
combat, but
So
Yeah,
here's
like,
the
I
thing
don't
with
know what I'm
this.
supposed to do right now. Look, there's no map.
There's no map.
Look at your
okay.
objectives, you moron.
Here's the thing. All you have to do is hit that big old white button in the center of your PlayStation controller, and guess what pops up? A map. It shows you a map, and you can look at where you need to go, where you've been, and all those wonderful
Oh my
He's been
god!
playing
Jack
it for
Raptor in
almost-
chat said if I press the white button on my PlayStation controller,
Yep.
I can see a map.
Anywhere here. The game's too dark.
No, I can't.
Again,
Stupid. I'm
see,
blind.
this is where these things are stupid. When he's like, "There's no map." Okay, hit a button. It brings up a map. It's too
Well,
dark.
he can't see the
Adjust
map
your-
without the glasses.
Adjust your brightness. Well, there's no map on screen when you're playing. You have to hit a button in the go in the menus to bring up with your map.
You mean like a video game?
Yeah, just like a video game, like the one he's currently playing.
Wow,
And-
dude.
And he's sitting there saying it's too dark. Okay, then adjust the brightness. The game has brightness sliders in it. So you can make it brighter or darker depending, or you can adjust it on your TV if you need it brighter there. You have
No,
options.
dude, my TV's looking in a weird corner.
Right? I'll be honest. I'm not complaining.
I'll be
I'm just
honest.
stating
I'm not
facts about
complaining.
things I'm observing about the game.
That's like
That doesn't mean
complaining
honest.
to me.
I'm not complaining. I'm
Don't
just
start
stating
complaining.
facts about things.
Then no, you are complaining.
Ooh.
All right, so all right, here's one for you, Phil. I'm really enjoying the game. I enjoy the combat of the game. Like I enjoy being able to do aerial combos and juggling enemies, being able to use my Kamehameha wave with Bahamut powers, setting enemies ablaze, all these lovely abilities. Ramu's fucking Judgment Bolt, which is uber fucking broken, but I love it. But I feel that they could tighten up the combat a little bit. Maybe make it just a bit more challenging. I know there's a hard mode, but make it just a bit more challenging to where you really need to focus on your attacks. The dodging is fine. It does give you invincibility frames like a mofo, even if something's on the ground. I think that the teleportation ability you have with the Phoenix power could be a little better. Not saying it's terrible, but it could be a little better. Like, I don't like the fact that you lose all momentum if you're doing it outside of combat. I feel that that's something you should be able to just abuse, really, and not worry about it. But that's not a gripe. That's just saying this is something I would like.
Things I'm observing about the game. That doesn't mean I'm slamming the game or whatever, you know?
Phil, all you do is complain about the game.
I'll be right back.
All right. I bet you don't even know why Clive is the way he is.
Why am I playing it? Well, let's see. Because
Why
it's
am I
Final
doctoring?
Fantasy, and I always
What do
play
I
the new
do?
Final Fantasies because
Always play a new
What do
Final
I
Fantasy.
do?
Okay, nobody cares about that.
I like the Final Fantasy franchise as a whole.
No, you
Tenchi,
don't.
we
You only
didn't-
look at the
we
money
didn't
you
see
get
no
from the
hat
Final
dog.
Fantasy franchise.
Because
What?
I spent $70 for it, and I'm
$76.
18 hours in.
Bro.
Okay, you spent $70. Big whoop. You got that money back on the first
All you had
night.
to do was tip.
Like once you hit
no
70, you
stupid.
made your money back on the product.
You could save them on the night stream, though,
So I'm
Danny.
not apt to just drop it.
Still
at this
got
point,
it.
Because you guys asked me to play it, and I played it because
Yes, you listen to your chat that wants you to play this game, which for whatever god reason I don't know, because honestly you don't get invested in the games you play. You're not even invested in Street Fighter. You like Street Fighter, but all you do is bitch when you get defeated by your opponents, and you sit there and say they have unearned wins, unearned hits, and you couldn't do anything. I could sit there and write a goddamn essay and book on what you're doing wrong and why you're factually wrong in what you're saying.
you wanted me to. Should I keep going?
Yes, keep going. Continue to blame your chat for them wanting you to play a game, and you sat there and said you were hyped for it.
Do you think I just pulled it out of my ass for no reason? I started.
Yes, you did. Yeah, I
Man.
kind of wish you had to just pulled it out of your ass. That would have made this much more funny.
Playing it one
I
day.
saw the patriarch do things no one
Yeah,
should
that's
have to
the
say.
exactly.
So
I don't know. It seems like attitudes have really changed on the internet. When I used to be able to play a game like this, even if I wasn't in love with it, I'd be able to play it and be honest, and people would be like, "Oh, it's cool. We have someone who's actually being."
No, you're not being honest. You're just being dickish, Phil. See, that's the difference here that you don't seem to understand. You are too busy bashing a game and bitching about the things that aren't hand-tailored to you. You're not stating, hey, I like this, but here's where I think they could improve. Give something to show that you want the game to succeed. You're just saying, it's bad. This is 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 bad. But you don't offer anything as to why it's bad. You just say it's bad. Give me
You
a
know
reason
why it's bad? Because it's not getting him the attention he wants. It's not the big hype day one release.
Being honest about a game and we enjoy that. Say it's like, oh, if you don't like it, don't play it. So if I'm not in love with a game, just don't play it.
Yeah, Phil, if you don't like it, don't play it. Like that. That's
I'm
kind
as
of
simple as that.
Yeah, that's
Thank you.
pretty much that simple. You don't like it, don't play it.
That's the #1 rule of a game. If you don't fucking like it, you can stop playing it.
It's like watching a movie. If you don't enjoy it, stop watching it.
Mm-hmm.
Play
You're
it.
right.
You're literally telling me that, huh? Wait, what?
Oh, there's a sniff. There's a
Well, then I guess I'm not
wild.
gonna play many games. I'm not in love with many games. You haven't noticed? I don't say every game's a 10 out of 10, right?
Ooh,
Nobody's
I'm not
saying,
in love with many games.
I'm not in love with many
Nobody's
games, so why
saying
did they
every
make
game
it?
has to be a 10 out of 10. What people are saying is, and somebody actually called you out for it, and you called them an idiot, is they sat there and said that all you've done is bash all the new titles that have come out this year.
Oh, it does.
Like, you haven't really been like, yo, this game is amazing, or I like this about the game, I like that about the game. No, you've literally just been bashing games left and right. You're actually doing the same thing you did back 10 to 15 years ago. The only difference is, back then, people didn't have many sources to look at games, so they watched your dumbass to look at these games and just listen to a man bitching and complaining about games and playing them very poorly over the years. Nothing has changed from back then to now, Phil. The only thing is you're not making titty jokes, which, I mean, you could make them. It's safe. They're a safe joke, Phil. They're okay. All you did was you substituted titties for dicks and butts and shit.
Yeah, yeah, but
That's what you substituted it for, but you still bitch about the game's controls. You still bitch about game's lighting. You still bitch about the game's difficulty. You still bitch about the AI of games. You still bitch about the main character. You still bitch about the colors. You still bitch about who fucking made it. And you still bitch about the fact the game is not holding your hand and telling you what to do, even though the game has really told you what to do.
He wants God of War Ragnarok mode. That's what he wants.
That's what he wants, and he even fucked that up. Because, Phil, as you know, because it was brought to your attention by your trolls, haters, detractors, and critics, and fans, that Santa Monica used your video of God of War 2016.
18, I think.
18, yeah, 18, thank you. 18 to show how gamers want to be led by the nose. But it was disingenuous because if they played the last 2 seconds, you sat there and blatantly said, I don't know where the fuck I'm going. But they didn't want to use that part because that would mean like, oh shit, our motto didn't work. So God of War Ragnarok was hand-tailored to fucking ingrates like you, and you still managed to fuck up that game despite it being hand-tailored towards people or individuals of your stature. Meaning you wear a crash helmet because you're going to fuck yourself up otherwise.
And that's what I hated so much of Ragnarok. I love the game, I love the story, but it was too goddamn easy. That's why it got to the point where I had to mute my TV and take away subtitles so I can figure out shit on my own.
Yeah.
He's the lowest common denominator.
Because if I didn't, Mimiro Trade would told me, hey, you
What's
gotta
up,
do
Chad
this.
Gable?
You know, I'm
It's
sorry.
bullshit.
I've had enough. Someone just says in chat,
Yeah.
you know, this game's very similar to Witcher 3. Why do you dislike this game and not Witcher 3? When did I say I dislike this game? Can we?
Phil,
You said before.
Well, no. Here's the thing. You know, Phil, we're gonna play. I'm gonna play your game. Okay, I'm gonna play your game. I'm gonna be a dent for a moment here and say you're right, Phil. You never said you disliked Final Fantasy 16. You're right. I am sorry for saying that. However, Phil, you have done nothing but point out constant flaws of the game and said you're not having fun and that it's boring and it gives you side quests that have nothing to do with the main game and that the game is a slog to get through. So using what you've said for the 4 times or 5 times you have played this game, I gather you do not like this game.
No, I agree with you guys. He doesn't like the game. He wants to be held by the hand.
Oh no, I'm not Lunar Guardian. Good seeing you. I'm pointing out that even playing his game, you can still throw it right back at him and be like, dude, I can literally point out at every point in these streams how much you dislike this game.
Yeah, and just because he says he doesn't like it, even though like he's had a negative opinion of it since day one.
Yeah, he went in this game tainted. He went into Wulong tainted. He went into Legend of Zelda tainted.
Wulong.
Hey, go ahead, sorry.
He's going into all these games with a tainted viewpoint. Wulong didn't stand a chance, and Wulong actually made him a lot of money. He made at least over $1,000 on Wulong. Every time he played it, he was hitting his goals. Even though he kept putting the game on the chopping block every single time he played it. Wulong's not a long game. Like, literally 3 days, you could beat that game. Easily.
And also, the whole thing is Final Fantasy is story. You pretend at a game that is a series has been story-based for years now. It makes no sense.
They have. You can tell he doesn't like it because of the way... Yeah, exactly. But what I'm saying is, when he's sitting there trying to use his word salad... Oh, it broken layout. Thank you. I'll fix that.
What's the matter?
He's sitting there saying this, and he's like, "When did I ever say it?" And it's like, simple. Every day you play it, you don't like it.
Mm-hmm.
Like you've blatantly said how you don't like it.
I like the game.
He pulling it on land deranged.
He's running into rage quit. FF16.
He should just quit it. He's not having fun. He doesn't. Phil likes long-winded RPGs, but he likes the ones that are straightforward. Which honestly, 16 is pretty straightforward. You really don't need a guide for anything.
You're missing something.
The money, we know.
He's not doing this because he likes the game. He's doing this to spite the trolls.
Yeah, he's doing it despite the trolls, but the thing is that's what's making people laugh more at him. And the Final Fantasy community is laughing at him about it because they're like, dude, it's clear you don't like the game, so why are you still playing it?
Are they? I haven't seen any members in the Final Fantasy community like making fun of him recently.
There's a few. Like the few people I follow on Twitter, they'll show a picture of him.
Stop with this now.
Everybody's laughing at him.
I really had enough.
And he can't stand it.
Like I said before, it's already bad enough when even the furry community kicks out his fans. How do you get that? How do you get that bad?
Wow.
I forgot.
Wait,
we should watch his
That sounds like a story time.
Well, I have friends that are furries and deep in the community, and I'll sit and chat with them every now and then. And the topic of Phil came up, and they're like, yeah, we know about him. We know about some of his fan base, and we've kicked some of them out of communities because of who they follow and how they act. So it's like I just kind of laugh at it. I'm like, God damn.
It is funny.
His reputation precedes him.
Yeah, even the Final Fantasy 14 community laughs at him.
I'm surprised.
And he doesn't even play 14, and they laugh at him. Like one person said, yeah, I used to like him, but not anymore. And this the closeted furry ice folder. Go ahead, Ramen. Go ahead. Just make that folder as big as you can.
I'm Darkside Phil.
Yeah, yes, they have Miles.
I'm an internet content creator.
Even Anonymouse got kicked out.
He was a furry?
He's
Yeah.
a diaper fur.
Ah, okay. I don't keep up much with a bunch
He
of
goes
them.
diaper fur.
Unfortunately, I watched Proper stream, and he was talking to a 17-year-old boy while wearing his
Hey, yo.
mouse.
Wait, what the
What?
fuck?
Yeah,
Hey,
he,
yo,
yeah, he was
hey.
talking to a 17-year-old boy because the 17-year-old boy said sometimes he just wants to wear a diaper, but he's afraid to come out and say it, even though he's saying this on fucking Twitter. And it's like, you just said it,
Twitter.
dumbass. And Anonymous come out there with his own picture of him and his mouse fursuit or whatever, wearing a
Trying
diaper.
to groom him.
Yeah, and he's
With
like,
her.
"Hey, it's okay. Come on out. You know, nobody's gonna hurt you." Blah blah blah. And it's like, why are you doing this?
But he's gonna hurt you.
That is disgusting.
Yeah.
I agree.
Just
with you.
because I'm critical of a game, I call out things that I feel are shortcomings, and I'm
I mean,
honest.
I
with
had
the heavy
friends who
fans.
were
doesn't mean I'm
into
saying
that.
the game sucks and I
You know,
dislike
when
it.
I
You
was
have
in
to
the
stop with this
furry
now.
community, but
Stop putting the
they
negative
were always
words in my
low
mouth.
key.
I've had enough
Shut
of
up!
Here's-
It's how I got online. If I never did that, I would never met you, fucking dickhead. Shut up!
Here's
I
the
would have
thing.
never
The
met you if I didn't get online like that.
Here's the
What
thing.
was
Jesus.
your
Mom,
persona?
The majority of furries usually hide themselves in the real world. Hell, you could be friends with one and never know it because they know you're not into it and they will never say anything about it. But
Most-
behind closed doors, they are. The problem
I
with
mean-
Phil's fans is, well, they're actually fucking dented and they have actual mental issues. You can only stay hidden for so long. Somebody's gonna find out.
Yeah, I'm a former one Falcon.
Warmer, okay.
Former,
Yeah.
you're always part of the family.
We believe you.
Because he's
I'm
having on my
not
podcast earlier today too. Just because I criticized Zelda Tears of the Kingdom doesn't mean I don't like the
I'm
game.
being made
Phil,
fun
you
of
hated-
Dakota.
You've hated Tears of the
When
Kingdom
aren't
since you
you-
started it. Like,
Thank you.
Like, there's a lot of people in the detractor community that are furries.
My friends are assholes, just so you know. Sorry,
Hey.
I was
Hey.
telling Dakota how you guys were being mean to me.
Hey,
It's all
you
in
choose
good
to be
fun.
here.
No,
You
I
choose to
love
be
you
here.
guys. I love you
Everybody's choosing to
guys.
be here, exactly.
I give
I've
as
had
well
enough of
as I
people putting
take,
words in my mouth
okay?
that
So
aren't
yeah,
there.
go ahead, add me
See-
to the fucking furry folder.
See,
You
Don't feel bad.
Go
I'm already
right ahead.
I'm already in the folders. I don't give a fuck.
I love you guys.
Like I said, I never hid I like wolves, so it's whatever.
Yeah, he has that on his profile picture, for God's sake.
I'm about to, yeah, it's kind of like
Thank
boop right there. But he's sitting there
That's
saying,
for Damo, though.
no, it's I'm on my one on YouTube and,
Oh.
and Twitch.
Yeah.
But this is the thing, Phil. You don't have to out and out say you dislike a game. It's your actions while playing the game that says you dislike the game. Like, this is where it kind of gets funny. Yeah, exactly, Ramen. Exactly. But see, Phil, I don't have to say, I can sit there and never say I dislike, we'll just say Halo. We'll just use Halo as an example. I like Halo, but we're going to use this example. But if I complain about Halo every day I play it, or every time I play it, and nothing positive comes out, but I say, oh, I like the battle rifle. That's it? That's your positive? You like one gun. Not the armor, not the colors, the visors, the vehicles, the story, the way the brutes look. None of this stuff. But I'm constantly saying how I dislike the game, or the
Like
aspects of the game.
Thing about the flood.
Yeah, I'm using this as an example. Like, I'm not going totally detailed, but enough you get the picture.
I get it.
But he sits there, and he thinks because he doesn't out and out say, I dislike game, that everybody, he's in there, oh, people are putting words in my mouth because I never said I dislike the game. No, your actions speak way louder than your words.
He if he implied it any more than he has, you know.
And the thing is, though, is he's already lying because he has threatened to drop Final Fantasy 16. He said, I'll do one more stream of it, and we'll see where it goes from there. That's an indicator that you want to drop the game.
Mm-hmm.
Like, guess what?
Not hard to read between the lines.
Exactly. Like, guess what, Phil? I haven't finished Dead Space 2. I'm like on chapter 9. I popped it back on just to see where I was. I need to finish that.
I'm ready to cancel him.
Slacker.
I'm a very big slacker. I will not lie.
There.
gonna
get-
Did I
you're
ever
be an
say
asshole?
Final
You're
Fantasy
gonna be like an
16
asshole. You're gonna be
sucks?
shown the door.
No.
Exactly.
I said it's passable. It's not.
Passable.
Honkai
Okay.
Star Rail.
So,
I'll have to look into that, Falcon.
So it's passable. Final Fantasy 16 to Phil is passable. Okay, so what is passable, Phil? Because that doesn't sound like it's fun. That doesn't sound like a game I would sit down and chill
Passable.
with.
Just how much you can get, how much money you can get.
Oh,
that's
Roger
possible.
out of nowhere.
Yep.
Passable technically is a D- if you want to go
Then
like
you had to
the
do an
old
audition.
report.
Yeah, like, it's
Card.
like if I said, all right, all right, guys, I've played roughly 30 some hours of Final Fantasy 16, and my thoughts thus far is the story is kind of mundane. You can tell they're trying to push the envelope. There's a couple of pillow talk scenes, a couple of scenes where the characters are naked. You see one or two people get beheaded. The magic is nice, but it feels lackluster. It doesn't feel like it has the oomph that you get from a typical Final Fantasy game. The sword play, Devil May Cry, they did an amazing job, but I feel like the combat was too simplistic. Like, they really dumbed it down for anybody to play this game. Even though it's rated for mature, I feel like even a kid could play this game and beat it. You have only 2 ways to technically defend yourself. That is the button to dash out of the way, as well as if you use Titan, you can raise your rock fist to deflect an attack, or you can attack at the same time the enemy's attacking, do a clash. So technically you have 3 ways to defend yourself, but I feel like they should use like an actual block that doesn't revolve around Titan. I feel like that the items really don't give you meaning in the game. They're really not meaningful. Ooh, thank you, Mal. They don't feel meaningful because the items are just kind of playing second fiddle to the grand scheme of the game and how it's played. I don't like that you have technically 2 health bars. You have your actual HP, but then you have a recoverable HP. And you only have 2 ways to refill that. And that's either your limit break when you get it, which is later in the game, or using your potions. Stone Skin is not actual Stone Skin. It only gives you a 15% defense buff for about 30 seconds. And you have a Strength Tonic that gives you a 10% damage buff for 15 seconds. I feel that these items, though they could be good, they're kind of a waste because you need to use them only when you have a boss or strong enemy in a stagger state to get the full effect of the Strength Tonic. The Defense Tonic, you really want to use that if you know the enemy's using a big attack and you're not good at dodging or blocking. So I would strongly recommend you use them then. Clive just doesn't do it for me as a character. I feel that he's kind of your generic hero who's been thrusted into the position he's in. And the Chosen One, which is a standard story for most Final Fantasies or any heroic game in general. I feel that that's a weak story point that they need to do better. The supporting characters, Jill, I like Jill. I like what she does. I like that she's always there standing with Clive. No matter what he says or decides to do, she's there to back him up. Even be his mouthpiece at times, because she can say things a certain way that Clive cannot. And I feel that that's a good thing. That's good character dynamic. And those two, they work really well as a team. But I don't like the will they, won't they type deal. But I understand is to build up that suspense. Will they, won't they? Other supporting characters, Torgal, the wolf. Amazing companion. He's always there. He always has your back no matter what. And you know, he can heal you, though his healing is really weak, and I feel like they could increase that more. Like, I feel like 93 hit points or 30 some hit points or 60 some hit points just doesn't do it. Like, at least just give me 100. If you're gonna give me a low number, I get it. It's not really meant to spam heal, but give me 100. I don't like that I need to switch my bar from my potions to Torgal to get him to attack. I get it. They gave me a ring to put on to have him act on his own, but I feel that's a waste of not only a slot, but also an accessory, because I do not take command of Torgal. He should be doing this naturally by himself. I feel that's very weak. Now, out of all that I said, and that was a more lengthy than I expected it to be, that would be a positive, negative review of a game, or anything, any type of medium you want. And that's being generous. That's not dogging the game. That is just stating the things I do not like. Now, everything I just said, do I mean that? No. That was just me throwing a bunch of shit together as an example. Take that as you will.
You're right.
But he's not giving that. He's just saying, this is stupid, this is stupid, this is too dark, the combat's too simplistic, you don't need any of this shit, why is this bloat here? That's a negative.
Bad. It's alright. So far, there's parts I've liked, parts I'm really not liking that I feel are too long-winded and boring. But overall, I'm still playing it.
And mind you, I watched Raven's video.
Does he want a cookie for still just playing the game?
He wants $150.
Yeah, he's toughing it out, bro.
He wants $150 for just playing the game.
He's suffering.
So,
$150 is his cookie.
So, with that, which, big ups to Viking. Viking pretty much funded this game for me. I'm not even going to bullshit that. Phil, if you want to complain about the darkness, as I said, there was things already in the game to take place to fix that. As far as the difficulty goes, yes, I agree with Phil. The game is not that difficult at all. Even though I've died like 5 times, it's not that difficult of a game. They should have made it slightly tougher, but I understand why they didn't, because they want people to be able to play this game.
If I didn't like it, I'd stop playing it. How many games have I said I don't like this game anymore? I think it's stupid. I'm not going to play it anymore, right? This is not the case with this. In fact, if anything, I have more curiosity about where the plot's going to go. Will things change in the game when it comes to the gameplay, the dialogue, everything? I'm curious. I want to keep going with it. Why do you have to say just because I'm honest about my thoughts about a game that I don't like it?
Because that's not honesty, Phil. There's a difference between being honest and just shitting on something.
He shits on this a lot.
No, he hasn't hit the vest goal. He's hit the glasses goal.
He is not happy.
He's hit the hat goal a couple times
recently,
hit the hat, yeah.
too. Death in July. The reason why he's making it a big deal, Reap, is because every game he has played so far, he's caught flack for. Not just from detractors, haters, trolls, critics. He's catching it from his own fans. He's catching it from people in other communities now. Phil is being hit in every direction for everything he's doing. And he is desperately in need for a win. All he has to say is the game is not for me, so I'm dropping it. And yeah, exactly. Yes, he would be made fun of for dropping it, but that making fun of would be like 1 or 2 days, and then it would move on. Yeah, exactly. Like, people would make fun of him for 1 to 2 days about dropping Final Fantasy, and it would be added to the list of games he dropped. But that would be it. There would be no more talk of it until he opens his mouth and says, I don't drop games. And they'd be like, really?
Fantasy, like, Pixel Remaster Collection?
Yeah, he likes that. He likes that because the chat is telling him everything to do. See, this is another thing. His chat has been telling him what to do for the last few years now. Phil has honestly, besides Street Fighter, has lost the ability to play a game on his own. Look at Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. Hey, Stokes, good to see you, man. It's been a minute.
Hello.
If you look at Tears of the Kingdom, when he was trying to make his way to Ganondorf, he turned around and said, guys, where do I go? I need your help. He goes a little further, and then he was like, guys, nobody's helping me. I need help. Where do I go? And then he turned around and said, I guess nobody's going to help me. No, Phil, because I'm not going to. When I say me, I'm not talking about me. I'm talking about your dents. I'm talking about your fan base, Phil. I am not going to pay you.
Oh yeah, the Zelda
No,
hand
excuse me.
holding
I'm not
was
going to
gross.
tip you to watch you play a game that you're then in turn asking me to play for you without the controller in my hand. That's essentially what he wants. He wants you not only to give him money, but he wants you to hold his hand and hold his controller and play the game for him.
He just wants remote play setup, dude. Can't give him the money to sit there.
But
didn't Wings do that once with God of War?
Yeah, he did. No, but
tonight. Holy shit! Well, good evening, everybody.
Hey, how you doing?
Hey.
Okay, I was just wondering. Oh, it's okay. It's okay, Reed, man.
Hey, Tater.
I realize it's crazy.
Hi, boys and girls.
What the
So-
fuck was
Welcome to
that?
the scatologically awesome Todd.
As it was said,
Okay,
as it was said, the side scroller's interview
I hate you.
really messed him up. That whole interview fucked him more than it helped him.
Yep.
Because
Yeah.
he couldn't be honest. And I'm not even gonna say he couldn't be honest with the internet. No, Phil couldn't be honest with himself.
We're all here for user lobbies.
Did they give him a handful
You guys
of
stop with the
outs and he
bullshit.
didn't
Yeah,
take it?
they gave him, I'm gonna use his word, a plethora of outs, and he didn't take them. Not a one.
Plethora. Can't even say that word right.
Xbox
No.
able to buy Activision.
It's
Oh,
enough
boy.
with the black and white mentality in life.
Like I said,
It's not.
All right, so
We're
black
gonna,
and
we
white.
gonna talk about that shit tonight.
You know what? If I'm still alive while you're doing it, I'll send people to you.
Watch, you got a port feature
Excuse
coming up
me.
tonight.
Yep.
Yeah, after dark, we're finally gonna go over the side scrollers.
God bless you.
Yeah, he knew
Let's
the
go.
topics.
Oh my god.
Like, he
what?
knew
I would
the topics,
really
but
like to talk about that at some point.
Wait, are you gonna
Here's the
listen to the
thing.
whole thing, or are you doing it in parts?
Here's
Like I said, depending on how I feel, if I can make through the whole 5 hours tonight, I'll do it. If
You're a
not,
brave gentleman, and I salute you.
if I can. If I can't, then I'll cut
Exactly,
it. Then
Zardlo.
I'll cut it into two.
Do yourself
the
a
second
favor.
half
But see,
the
he's,
next day.
he's
Do
gonna sit here
yourself
and
a
do
favor
this.
and break it up.
He's gonna
Don't
sit here
don't
and say
hurt
things are
yourself.
not black. It's not
Well,
just black
like I
and
said,
white. It's gray.
I'll see how I feel afterwards.
I love it or I hate it. It's
And
good
play
or
it
it's
by
bad.
Phil, there's 3 criteria. See, black and white,
Shit, what time
you
is
cannot
it?
really hold that to gaming or
What's that?
or
What
media.
time is this gonna be?
You can't hold that.
Well,
2 a.m.
Dynamite, roll. Dark will be after Dynamite, so that's 10 o'clock, and then after I'm done with.
Oh, speaking of which,
Dark,
I'm gonna go start that. All right.
I'm going
Have a
to
nice-
do
See you,
the
Ryan.
pork
Thank you for stopping by.
Bye.
afterward.
Take care, Ryan.
Later.
So the thing with media,
Oh,
Phil,
Dynamite today.
life
Shit.
itself is indeed black and white.
Up to you.
That's the sad part of life. It is black and white with a few uncertain anomalies of gray in the middle. When it comes to media, be it
Oh.
video games, movies, comics, etc., etc., they fall into a different category. Yes, there is a black and white. Either it's good or it's not. That is a very true statement. It is black and white. But you also have decent or it's all right, which still falls
Yeah.
under decent. So for you to sit here and say things are not black and white, that's not true when people are telling you you don't like the game. Phil, there's literally only a black and white. Either you like the game or you don't. And you clearly do not like the game. If I had a scale, if I could be Anubis and rip your heart out and put it on the scales to if you like this game or not, it's going to tip down that you do not like this game.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you're right.
Was it Anubis or was it Zeus that used the scales?
No, it's Anubis, the jackal god.
Anubis.
Okay.
Because Anubis was the Egyptian god of the dead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Zeus had the lightning bolts.
Yeah, you know,
Hey.
I know that.
god of Mount Olympus, shove a lightning bolt up your ass.
Maybe.
That sounds like fun. Where do I sign up?
Yeah, there.
Sorry, my kink showing.
I mean, I got that clip from Die Hard.
Hi, Michael.
It's right or it's wrong. That's not.
Yes, Phil. Phil, it is.
And how,
No, Phil. When you say something's right or wrong, that is actually it. It's either right or it's wrong. Even if you say it's partially right, it's still wrong. the overall is still wrong. Like, if you were working a job, if you're making, I'm gonna use your analogy, Phil. If you were making a sandwich.
Oh, you piece of shit.
And you just, hey, Joker. And the person decides they want wheat bread and not rye bread. But they want lettuce, tomato, pickles, onions, and for shits and giggles, strawberries. They don't fit, but we're throwing it on there anyway. And you make everything of the sandwich, but you wind up using sourdough bread. But you get all the core ingredients right, and you miss the strawberries, and the olive. You added an olive because you're just a retard. And you hand them this sandwich. And they're going to tell you it's wrong. You're like, well, no, I mean, I messed up on the bread, and I messed up on the strawberries, but you have an olive. You gave them the majority of the ingredients they want on this sandwich.
Oh, please tip me.
But the sandwich is still wrong.
What's up, Cat?
So yes, you got core ingredients right, but the overall is wrong, Phil. So yes, it is. Oh, I was partially. Or let's use the better one. When you played the Quarry. Oh, well, she had asthma.
Yuri?
I thought that inhaler would give her a few more puffs of air.
Oh my God! It'll save her.
Let's say the Quarry
So,
was
the inhaler has oxygen, dude.
Okay, so let's run with that, Phil. We can easily go on the
Was
internet.
that the Quarry or was that As Doth Fall?
No, that was
Fucking knows.
It's either one at this point.
One of those stupid ass games.
I forget.
No,
which
it was the devil.
Wow.
That's what it was.
All I know, look, all I know is there's a fucking Wendigo in all of them.
inhalers.
There we go. How's that?
Yeah, both of them have fucking Wendigos.
Actually.
But
That sounds pretty good.
Sound good?
but
You guys rock.
so I'm gonna use that game where the girl needed to use like, oh, well, she had the inhaler, and the game never made it a point to use the inhaler up until this point. Oh, it would give her a few breaths of air. Okay, Phil, at what point in God's green earth does an inhaler give you oxygen?
She has the inhaler.
You know, an inhaler, if I remember, is a type of it's a drug, a type of steroid. I believe.
Yeah, it's steroids and repellent, or I'm not repellent. Yeah, repellent. Yeah, it's whatever used to aerosol the medication.
Yeah.
Thank you. So if you take too many puffs of that, Phil, it will kill you. It is fatal to the human body. It'll shut down and kill you. So in your mind, where you thought, oh, let me just puff an inhaler, even though the oxygen is literally being sucked out of the room, which is a very painful way to go, as the game showed, you said, I thought that would have saved her. Okay, so let's assume we're all idiots here, and the inhaler gives her oxygen. Let's just assume this.
Do we have to?
Yes, because I'm gonna make a point.
Aye, fellow idiots.
I'm gonna make a point here.
I know.
Because the door never opened. So, even if it did give her a few more minutes somehow of precious air that's still being sucked out of the room through a vacuum, the door still never opened. So she would have died anyway, even if you were looking for ways to open the door or break the glass. Remember, the guy said you had a choice. And with that choice, that means it shuts off the other side. You can't flip it one way and then flip it the other. The other way is just fucked. And that's what happened to that girl. So, no, Phil. Even if you were partially right, which you're not, it's still wrong. See, that would have, if that was a real scenario, you would have cost somebody their life with that logic. Now, in that situation, honestly, I'm not going to give you too much shit, because if it's a life or death situation for two people. One's going to die, one's going to live. Of course, this is without knowing that the one to the right was weaker glass. Despite all that, through your logic, you still would have got her killed.
Hey, man.
All right, man. See you, Tenchi.
Ow.
Yeah, if you find yourself sucked out in space, remember to bring an inhaler.
And if it doesn't work to give you oxygen, you could use it as a jetpack and
Just
Take
blow yourself
jet
away.
back. Get yourself, yeah.
Not reality. If you
only
think
he
that
blew
way,
himself
you're
to
not
death.
living in the real world.
And this is why people make fun of you, Phil. This is why people still clip you and point out your idiocies. This is why people in other communities are now laughing at you. They're not joining the detractor community. TikTok, for example, they're not joining the detractor community. They're not coming over saying, hey, Ann Leet, hey, Piece of Peace, hey, Agent Proper, hey, Prophet, hey, Ice, hey, King Jed, hey, that being said, hey, Aviga, hey, Chill Murray. They're not saying any of this about these people. They're not coming up, hey, Dwight Race. They're just looking and laughing at you and saying, I can't believe there's somebody like this that plays this game. So yes, even though you did complete the puzzle, you still did it the wrong way. You made it a lot harder.
Devil in me. There you go, Miss.
Oh, the devil in me. Okay, thank you.
No problem, guys.
So even though you did complete the puzzle, you did it the wrong way. When there was a easier way to do this, a way they expected you to do this. That's why, I don't know, the truck was sitting there and all you had to do was put the thing on front of it to push the balls forward. You somehow completely ignored this truck sitting there. And, well, let me just start connecting the balls. Every puzzle in Zelda gave you the answer to fix it or to solve it, and you were just like, this is why people make fun of you. If you truly were playing Zelda to have fun and people started laughing at you about this, you wouldn't have cared. You'd have been like, hey guys, it was actually pretty funny. I'm glad people
They
got
would
a
be
laugh
laughing with him, not at him.
Exactly. Like, you can, it's like, come on, Phil. Like, I know you're dumb, but you can't be that dumb. Yeah, he didn't even think about it for 10 seconds, exactly. Yeah, it reminds me of the anime Gundam X.
Ooh, that bad one.
The title of one episode was literally, Don't Think, Run. That's you, Phil. You don't think, you just run. And it doesn't work out for you.
Yeah.
I don't know.
You're living in a fantasy belief system where it's one or the other. That's not light. In everything, there's shades of gray, there's moderation.
No, stop with
No,
all the words.
Aviga said something earlier that I'm not, on his video that he released today, that I'm not really sure I agree with. He says there is no gray area. It's always black and white, and I don't agree with that. And what are your guys' opinion on? And I'm not bringing it up to bag on.
No.
Aviga,
it's different of opinions,
guys.
which is fine.
Yeah.
So my whole thing on it is, for the main purpose of life,
It is absolutely nuanced.
Yeah, there's nuances, but for the main part is black and white.
Yeah. Are you talking about the game or life in general?
I'm saying in general. In general, life is pretty much black and white. But there are constant anomalies. There'll be the quote-unquote gray area that pops up in life. And I call it, not religious, but I call it, how do I respond to this? How do I respond to the challenge that's now been laid at my feet? I can walk around it, I can walk over it, or I can just stand there like a jackass and turn around and go the other way. Or I can try lifting it. Or you can come into, say, a lot of money. We'll use Phil's thing, money. You come into a lot of money. Well, that's an anomaly. Under no normal circumstances would this ever happen. So that would be your gray area. But your everyday life, working 9 to 5, or say you're a stay-at-home mom and taking care of your kids or whatever, that is black and white. Nothing changes in that. But say if you're going to the store and get hit by a car, well, there's your anomaly. Whether you live or not, that's however that goes, but that's your anomaly. You get struck by lightning, that's your anomaly. Or the nuance, if you will. But typical black and white. Think of it like ants. You're just an ant going in one direction. And let me grab food, bring food back. Go for food, bring food back. Go to food, bring food back. Let me fuck the queen. Well, that's an anomaly.
Phil's never gonna reach that anomaly.
He won't. But to say that that it's just strictly black and white with very few anomalies, that I do disagree with.
Yeah, because at least in my point of view, life isn't black and white, or there is a such thing as a gray area.
But there is two things that are an absolute. You will be born and you will die. That is an
I will
absolute.
say this. I tried.
You forgot
I tell
taxes.
people that I try to leave. I leave what I call an empathy. I leave what I call an empathy-driven life. I always, if someone's going through something, I feel a little bit of that pain. When they have something successful, a friend of mine, I get super stoked by it.
Yep.
It's just trying your best to see what's going on in their world. Even like, say they snap at you, right? But they got some shit going on. You're like, okay, I see what's happening. It's no big deal. Empathy is crucial. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, believe it, I had a situation today at work. I snapped at my boss because it just annoyed me to no end. I snapped at my boss, and after everything was said and done, and I thought about it. Later on, I went up to him and I apologized. I said, "Hey, I just want to apologize for snapping at you. I shouldn't have snapped at you like I did." He's like, "Don't worry about it. He's like, I just let that go on and go." He's like, being, the vice president. He's like, you're gonna catch it from everybody. He's like, I don't even think about it. He's like, I got too much other stuff to have to worry about. I understand. I said, but I still want to apologize to you because for me to be better, I need to admit my mistake.
Right.
Yeah, that's a good quality to have, is to acknowledge that you're not perfect and you accept it.
Yeah.
For me, I'm an asshole. I wouldn't. I can admit it. I'm an asshole.
Yeah.
I'm very selfish. I mainly care of myself. I'm saying this right now. I'm not even sugarcoating nothing.
You think you get the game or no?
Hey, ain't nothing wrong with that. I mean, like I tell everybody, I know people that don't believe in karma. I believe in karma.
Karma definitely exists.
Marin, they're selfish and they're self-absorbed. Like, we all get self-absorbed because of things. So don't think of it as selfish. You're just sometimes trapped within your own self.
I've done that plenty of times.
Yes, indeed.
That's me every day. Like, the only reason I live is to die.
Why you apologize like gaslight like Phil? Well, all right. So for the reason I apologize is because I was in the wrong. There was a piece of work that couldn't be found, and when I was asked about it, I said, "Well, the other guy could have possibly thrown it away because of how the job was ran. It's one piece. It's not hard for it to get sucked up into everything else and get chucked." And I shouldn't have said that. But I snapped at my boss because usually when something's wrong, everyone comes to me first, even if my name isn't signed to the work. And I finally had enough of it and snapped. But I shouldn't have snapped. If I want to move up, be it in that company or another company, getting your temper under control is the number one thing you need to work on. Unless you're a fighter, then fuck it. Especially if you're doing like physical sports, then yeah, you need that anger that drives you, more energy, more power, more raw power. But in certain companies...
Hey, Ice.
Yeah.
I was real quick going to say, one of the things they call me at work is a pilot because I keep an even keel when I'm dealing with people. We have some bad personalities and ego clashes, but I don't care. You just got to keep it on the level, man.
Yeah, and that was one of the reasons why I apologized. For me, I felt I was in the wrong, and I want to better myself for that. Come on, boss. Reflect. Yeah, exactly. It's self-growth, and this is one of the things that Phil does not do. He doesn't have self-growth. That's why, like I said with the Side Scrollers podcast, we knew he was going to lie to Adam and Craig. We knew he was going to lie to the world. But he's also lying to himself, and that's what's defeating him more than lying to everyone else. He has said the lie for so long, he now believes in the lie. The lie now has become his truth. And that is terrible.
There's balance to me, there's some things about this game that have been quite good, and there's things that absolutely should be criticized. Yeah, I actually think Final Fantasy VII Remake is a better game than this game, and it's sad because that came out how many years ago?
Okay, now right here where he says Final Fantasy VII Remake is a better game. You know, he may be right. For him, 7 might be a better game because for him, 7 is way more straightforward than 16.
It holds your hand.
Yeah, it's a more laid back story where this is a more mature story. Even though you say, but Ice, he's played Grand Theft Auto, and I would say you're correct. He's played Red Dead Redemption 2. You are correct. But he doesn't see Grand Theft Auto as a serious game. So he doesn't see the story serious.
All he sees is black woman wanting to steal backpacks.
Yeah.
That was San Andreas, right?
No. That was another game altogether. It's some walking sim game.
How angry do you think you can be? You have to close all the pop-up missions that on that one mission.
Yeah. Oh my God, when he said it's my opinion, then says you're... Yeah, and see, that's the thing. That's what I mean by Phil desperately needs a win.
This is something...
But he wants you to respect his opinion, but he doesn't want to respect yours.
What was I going to say? Oh, the one is on the subject of opinions. The thing that pisses me off is he acts like he's the... I know this is technically a political term, but I think it fits here. He considers himself and a small group of people who feel the same way about something he does as being the mouthpiece for everybody. What they say is gospel truth for everyone. They hate this, you should hate it too. They like it, you should love it. You know, and it really pisses me off because the people who don't agree with him are the ones who get belittled and abused by him, and as a woman, it really makes me want to walk up to him and kick him in the fucking balls.
You're right.
That's a lot of people that want to do that.
I'll tell you this about truth.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean,
truth,
good luck finding his balls, but I agree with you.
Truth does not require modesty of any kind, and it's the only notion in existence that doesn't. The truth is very simple.
It just annoys me that he thinks because he feels some way, everybody should feel this way. And it's just like, or, oh guys, I was watching a big streamer. You notice he'll never name the big streamer. But I was watching this guy and he was saying he hated this game, so it really must suck.
He loves lying, and he loves not giving credit to other people.
Well, that, and he can't come up with his own opinion.
Yeah, his opinions come from Twitter.
Yeah, and as he stated that multiple times, people on Twitter are saying this, that, and the above. Thus, robust.
Oh.
It's like,
Shut up! Don't you dare!
You need to form your own opinion. Like I watched Raven's members only review of Phil's review of the Mario Brothers movie.
Oh God.
Oh, how bad was it?
It was horrible.
Oh no.
He turned around and said, I've deduced that this is a kid's movie.
No shit! Oh my God, I am enlightened. Thank you, Philip Peter Devil.
The classic live-action Mario Brothers movie.
No, but huh?
Did he want it to be?
Oh,
like
exactly, Dark. Yeah, that's fine, Dark Wolf. You don't have to ask me.
I don't know if that. I don't know if that's what he was expecting it to be like. But considering it was animated, if that's what his expectations were, he needed to temper them.
Like my thing is, even Icy is sitting there telling me, she's like, wait, he's saying that's a kid's movie, but yet he played Disney Dreamlight Valley. Exactly. Here's the funny thing with this is, of course it's a kid's movie. It's Mario. What do you expect from Mario?
He wants another Bob Hoskins slash what's his name? The guy who played Luigi.
John Leguizamo.
Thank you. He wanted it to be like that, I'm sure.
Yes, but we're just saying though
He wanted it to be for mature adults who has mature senses of humor, I'm sure. I threw up in my mouth a little after saying that. Ugh. His movie reviews are bullshit. First off, they happen months after the movie comes out when nobody's watching him anymore. I am pissed off. Can I say this? I am fucking pissed off that he is reviewing the Dungeons and Dragons movie.
How long till someone gives him a code to Rise of the Beast, which just came out?
No.
Which
He's
one?
gonna fuck up Rise of the Beast.
Transformers.
Oh, the Transformers movie.
Yeah, Rise of the Beast.
I love that movie. He's gonna suck it.
How long till someone gives him a code?
if they want him to watch it. But I'm saying it.
Give him a couple weeks. But I'm really upset that I'm really upset that he's going to be reviewing the D&D movie. He's not a D&D. I'm okay. Let me preface it with this. No, you don't have to be a D&D player to like the movie, I'm sure. But I'm sure it helps if you do. Yeah. And he's...
You know, my girlfriend brought up a good point. He wanted it to be like Shrek. Or he was expecting like Shrek, and he didn't get that.
With the adult humor?
Yes, he probably wanted something like Shrek, and he didn't get it. And it's like, of course you're not going to get it. It's Mario, first off. Second, Nintendo's not going to really let you drag their product so far without them pulling the reins.
Right.
Which apparently the company, the original writers wanted to take Mario in a very different direction. And I think Miyamoto stepped in and was like, no, you're not doing this.
I'm sure that came because they regret the original Mario movie and they don't want to make the same mistake twice.
I agree.
I don't think it was that they want to regret the original Mario movie. I'm thinking that the writers was trying to pull a fast one with what's been happening.
But the the writers about to go on strike and everything.
I think they wanted to try the woke route with it, and Miyamoto's like, no, you're not doing that.
Right.
You know, and then he said he didn't get why it was never explained why Bowser likes Peach. Bowser's always liked Peach. Always.
And even if he didn't, it would be a way for him to take something from Mario and, for himself. So, I mean...
Yeah, Nintendo is known for its strong morals. He wanted Mario to make scat jokes every 5 minutes.
You think canon or no?
He watches the movies, he reviews on his iPhone 7. Oh, God, is he really watching that on an iPhone? Oh, my God.
And he doesn't...
Not even a 7.
He wanted to get more views. He shouldn't have watched the fucking movie when it came out. But he's like, I don't want to be there when it's crowded with my wife.
I would go with my girlfriend all the time to the movie theater.
People would have been laughing. Like, I'll tell you this. Story time. Aisha Mamoto. My roommate and I, before we moved in together, he asked me, did I want to see the Ratchet and Clank movie? I said yes. Because through my teenage years, I was playing the games. He played the games. We're like, fuck it, let's go watch the movie. Awesome. Was the movie a letdown? Yes. But did I still enjoy it for what it was? Yes. Yeah. It was still enjoyable. Like, I wasn't expecting this amazing story out of Ratchet and Clank. What made the movie a letdown was it jumped around too much. That was the major killer of that movie. And it was made in tandem with the Ratchet and Clank remake, which also used movie scenes from the movie, just as the movie used scenes from the video game, which I think hurt that movie more than helped it. But that's another discussion. But
you think they'll ever release the Sly Cooper movie they've been working on?
No, that died in the water. I think after the way they saw the Ratchet and Clank went, it just died. Which honestly, they should have did Sly Cooper first, then make the Ratchet and Clank. Just saying, because Sly Cooper, both titles are easy to make a movie on. I say easy because their formula is easy. Mario is another movie where the formula is easy, and they did a really good job on it. Hell, look at the Sonic movies and how well they did. Yes, the first one did way better than the second one, but they still captured the essence of Sonic. Yes, it's not a traditional Sonic story.
Do you think they get Jim Carrey back to do Eggman and...
Oh yeah, he already said he's doing it, and he wants to actually do the traditional fat Eggman.
He wants to do... But do you think they give him the song "I Am the Eggman" from the game?
Oh, they might because they've already hinted. I think at the end of the second movie, I haven't seen it, but I'm going by what I've seen, or I'm not seen, but what I've heard, and people said apparently Shadow makes an appearance after the credits.
Yeah. Shadow does make an appearance.
He does.
Okay, so they might get him to do. They could easily squeeze in "I Am the Eggman," which would be fucking awesome. But
also, all hail Shadow.
Hey, Shadowblade. Sly 4 killed the.
No, I'm talking about the song. All
yeah, I
hail.
know. They did it Penny for no reason but drama. Yeah, Sly. I'm still kind of upset with
I'm looking at
that. I forget the name of the company. Sucker Punch. I'm still upset with Sucker Punch because they just dropped Sly Cooper off the face of a fucking cliff on a legitimate cliffhanger. And it's like, okay, you clearly showing there's going to be another game, but it hasn't reared its head. And...
Did you like the song All Hail Shadow?
No, I don't think they'll do that.
You don't think they'll bring in the band that did All Hail Shadow?
No.
Yeah, he can have movie night with his wife. You're absolutely right, Lunar Guardian. I enjoyed this all Sly games.
You don't think stand
for any slander. Oh, I'm not slandering the games. I'm just saying Sucker Punch just dropped it off.
Movie.
What'd you say?
You don't think they'll bring in the band Crush 40 for Sonic 3?
No.
No.
Why?
Because for all intents and purposes, this is a original story. Not a good one, but an original story nonetheless. Even though they have a lot of music they can pull from, they've been kind of using their own music besides, I think, the opening and the ending. So I don't think they'll pull Crush 40 for it. Honestly, I don't even know what they're going to even do for the story because they've separated Mobius and Earth. They made them two separate entities.
Jim Carrey, Demon Gibble.
Oh, what I mean by is, like, Sonic's world is its own world, and Earth is its own world. But in the comics and the game, they're the same world.
You're right. I agree. They are the same. You think we see Amy?
Not anytime soon.
Not anytime. Amy's not really a. She's not really a liked character. She's not a hated character, but she's not really a completely liked character. I would honestly see us getting fucking Rouge the Bat before we get Amy at this rate.
What about Sally Acorn?
No, they're not getting any of those characters. The guy walked away with 200 characters. They're never getting them. They have to make a whole new cast, which they're trying to do now. Yeah, Sly 4 was a bright red button.
I'm gonna go to myself too. Good night, Dakota.
Oh, you're out of here,
Dakota. No,
okay.
I was just saying. Dakota says good night.
Oh, night.
That's
Yeah, Sally.
everybody
Shit.
says good night.
I actually am. I'm shocked. I want to say they got the Weasel still, which I'm shocked they got him because he was also a later character. And Ken Pineda should know more sad to America. Yeah, he walked out with 200 fucking characters. Only Sonic Spinball was the only game that actually had the comic characters in it.
Right? But
I'm looking.
God, how do I remember all this shit? Half the time I forget my own fucking birthday.
The third movie with the writer's strike.
Yeah, like
It's
all
not happening soon.
they're gonna take more time. They're gonna let this one get in the
It's
oven.
gonna happen tonight if they don't reach a new contract.
No, it's not anytime soon. Like
No, I'm
that I was saying.
The writer's strike.
Oh, the writer's
Yeah.
strike. I mean,
Actors
yeah.
going with the writers.
Though,
If they don't reach a new contract by midnight tonight, they're going on strike.
I mean,
I
they're
mean, they've
already
been
on
on strike. Yeah, they've been on strike for months now.
so far, am I hating the game? No. I'm
No one said you're hating the game, Phil, but it's clear you do not like the game.
That's what's going to happen in the story. You know, the icon fights are kind of interesting.
Kind of interesting. The icon fights are kind of interesting. Not they are interesting. They're kind of interesting.
Keep gaining more abilities and stuff in combat.
So I want to show something, but I'll wait till this is
But
done.
the combat is kind of blasé and not that interesting and kind of easy. So I mean,
That's
I'm going to be
not
honest.
what
I can say these
blasé
things and not say, by
means.
the way, the game's a piece of shit. 0 out of 10.
Well, Phil, so far everything you've said is basically saying the game is a piece of shit. Just saying
That's
that.
not what
I'm not saying
blasé
that.
means.
You have to stop with that. Stop with this. Why are you letting your mind be twisted into this negativity? I never said any of that shit.
Oh, you beat Kupka today?
Yes, you
All
did.
right.
I'm tired of it that people have to think, oh, well, if it's not completely good, it's bad. No, that's not life. In life,
No spoilers.
there's many things that go bad. Does that mean life sucks? No. Stop it. I mean, I'm tired. Very close. Okay, guys. So thank you very much. And we're going to play this again on Saturday, just so you know, because tomorrow is Street Fighter 6. I'm off Thursday. And then Friday again is Street Fighter 6 for Street Fighter Fridays. All right, so I will be doing this. Oh, Judgment Bolt is the ultimate move? Oh, I got to get the ultimate move then. Judgment Bolt. Okay. Anyway. So, yeah, next time around when we continue, major stream of this coming up on Saturday. And if you're liking the playthrough and you're liking the...
Okay.
I'll be right back.
That's all he has to say. So, and all in all, the takeaway from this, he clearly does not like the game. He's soldiering on just to prove people wrong. And that's just not the way you... That's not how you should play video games. That's not how you should play video games. That's not how you should watch movies, read comic books, any of that. Yeah, that's not how you run a business. Yeah. If life is like a video game, can me and my GF have the cat girl we always wanted? Sure. I mean, you can put your girlfriend in cat ears.
I already got that as my wallpaper on my phone.
Nice. Alright, let me see what this is. I want to see what this is all about. So this is from Mr. Rowdy Boomer. He has made it to the big leagues. Be sure to sub to him. We're going to see right here, Rowdy Boomer.
From Snow Carlson, it seems like recently a lot of people just try to put words in your mouth. Like saying you dislike a game when you said the opposite or trying to misrepresent your views. Why do you think this is and how can you prevent it from happening? I can't. Because YouTube allows people to do whatever they want and say whatever they want.
So that's what you can do,
with
Val.
absolutely no
Put your
justification
girlfriend in
whatever.
cat ears.
You know, like all these years that people say
But you might have
things
to give her
about
an
me that
anal
cannot
bead
be
tail.
factually proven
So I don't know
because
how
they're
she's
not
going to work
factually
with that.
true, but because they present
Someone tipped him
20
today and said he
cases
played
of
too much.
substantial
Yeah, I
evidence that
saw
is
that, Dark
fabricated,
Wolf.
It must be true. So just keep saying it about Phil, right? Take everything I've said about Zelda out of context and say, oh, Phil said all this and he hates Zelda. Well, no. Did I say all this? If you directly quote something I've said, yes, I've said it. But did I ever say I hate Zelda?
Phil, again, this is that semantics shit. Oh, hold on, Rowdy Boomer. I got you. Welcome back.
I am so mean.
There you go, my man. So, go ahead. What are you saying, Heather?
I was just saying, I mean, I scared the crap out of my youngest.
Oh.
I'm 5'1". I can move really quietly when I want to. I came out of my bedroom as Dakota was coming out of the bathroom, and I scared the shit out of him. I am so. She
has cheetah spot, black tattoo, so no tail. You can actually just get her a furry tail. That's all you gotta do, man. It wraps around the waist.
Are you talking about Boogie?
No. I'm messing
girlfriend?
with Val. No, I'm messing with Val. Boogie's girlfriend, where she's 20 years old and he's 48. Yeah, he just wanted to rob the cradle.
That's a little freaky.
My grandma was 13 years older than my grandpa. And this was during a time when the woman being older than the man was really taboo, you know. and I guess it's still the same way now. Women being older than their male partners is looked down upon, but it's okay if a guy has a girlfriend who's like half his age.
What if?
Oh, you know what this?
God.
Go ahead. Sorry.
What if an older woman wants a younger guy?
She's cougar. I don't know what they call them. But you know the scary thing about Val.
And I like older women because they know exactly what they want. I don't have to deal with dumbass confusion and stuff. So that's just my opinion.
Hey, that's why my girlfriend's older than I am.
You know what I'm saying, Ice?
Yeah.
Ice gets it.
Yeah.
I'm here.
You know the thing that bothers me about Boogie's girlfriend? Boogie's girlfriend looks a lot like my sister Mary. No bueno.
Ugly.
Who's like
she's
28 years.
No, 20.
28 years younger than him.
Yeah, she's 20 and he's 48.
Oh.
He robbing that cradle.
He was close. I thought he was my age, but guess he's a little.
I mean, hey man, he likes some untainted.
So the formula is supposed to be
he wants
if you're a certain age. If you're a certain age, you're supposed to divide your age by 2 and then add 8, and that's the youngest that you should date. So Bookie should be dating no one younger than 32.
I should be dating nobody younger than 33 if I'm 50, right?
And try any age you want. Any age you want, it always makes sense.
No, 33 is still too.
No, it doesn't if you're 20 or 25.
Yeah, 33 is still too close to
if you're 25, it wants you to date a 23-year-old because it's 12 plus 8, 20.5.
12 plus 8. Oh, okay.
Wait,
yeah, it's divide by 2 and add 8. I fucked up, yeah.
Oh, divide by 2, add 8. Gotcha.
So yeah, but 33, yeah.
Yeah, but see, if I was still on the market, I wouldn't date
I would be 31.
I wouldn't date anyone younger than 32.
35 is my cutoff.
I married my cutoff. He's 2 years older than I am, and I'm perfectly content with that.
Wait, how the fuck? No.
Look, you're the confused Viking, damn it.
Oh,
hey, my girlfriend is 25. Dating by 2 years.
And people say, oh, that's free speech. No, it's not. There's a difference.
Oh, this is the free speech people are getting pissed off about.
Free speech would be you have the right to criticize.
Phil, if I say, Phil, oh God. Phil, if I say you hate a game, that's not slander.
No, it's not.
If I said you were a cheese pizza eating boy that needs to be lined up on the wall, that's slander because that can hurt your reputation. Slander is something that hurts.
Pizza?
Because Mama Susan doesn't like it if you say,
I get it.
Yeah, Viking gets it.
I don't get it, but that's
Pedophile.
okay. Oh.
Or PDF.
Or PDF, yeah.
Okay.
So.
PDF I knew about, but not the other one.
Yeah, cheese pizza, yeah.
You can say CP online and streams is totally safe. That's what I normally use.
I mean,
just the initials.
CP is just child predator. So
yeah, Yep.
So if I turn around, Phil, slander is if I said you are a CP. We're gonna use that. If I said you're a CP with no evidence, and you like to groom young impressionable ladies, and I make this story it's not true, but if I said the story enough that people started listening and it starts circulating and people start believing it, that is slander. Because now I am affecting you personally. I am affecting your ability. I am affecting your ability to make money. I am now defaming your character. These are things that are defamation. If I just say, Phil, you don't complete games and you're a bitch, that is not defamation. That
to everybody.
His ego is more fragile than the bubble he blows. So, like, Phil, for someone that went to college, you don't know this is pretty telling.
You have the right to say facts. You don't have the right to literally make shit up about someone.
Oh no, I know Zarglo, but I'm just saying. He keeps saying because we make fun of him, or people make fun of him, or people say he quits games or he's bad at games. He's saying that's defamation. No, that's not hurting him. That is not hurting his bottom line. That is not defaming his character. But
if he's so worried about it, he should stop doing it, and then we can't say that anymore.
Well, no, he shouldn't. He claims he doesn't care, but he always makes a stream about it. So clearly he cares, but he'll still say, "I don't care. I don't care. It's white noise." And it's like, no, if it's white noise, then you will not speak on it. Like, let's just say, for example, I'll use myself for example. If somebody said, it's the running joke, Ice is a furry. All right, whatever. Fine, call me what you want. Just don't call me late for dinner.
Yeah.
It's whatever. But in Phil's eyes, that's slander. It's not. That's not slander. That's not hurting me in any way. Now, if I turn around and said, let's just say, was talking to Panda before she started getting in bed with Phil, and I said, hey, Panda, you don't want to be alone in Phil's house, and then she believes that, and then decides to cut all ties with you, now that is slander. Because I have now destroyed anything that could have happened between you two. Be it a conversation, dating, business proposition, anything like that. But it's not harming you financially. But it's still slander. I did cost you something. That's slander, Phil. Saying you're bad at video games is not slander. Saying you hate a particular game is not slander.
Mm-hmm.
You need to learn what slander is, Phil. Now, yes, people said you're fat. People said you're a loser. People said you're a faggot. People have said these things. That's not harming your business. Now, people have, myself included, have called you a groomer. Now that you could technically count as slander, but in the court of law, you would have to prove where that hurt your business. Because it would be based on your business and not you as a person. When you said this is how you don't play, hurt DSP Gaming, good luck proving that in court when we have you on record saying that your YouTube channel was already declining before the first This Is How You Don't Play ever came to light. So you've already fucked yourself there. You say, oh, it turned the internet against me. Good luck proving that one video showing how shitty you are at Metal Gear Solid 2 ruined you.
No, don't forget, those videos are attempted murder. He literally said that.
Yeah. That's what's up, Reanimator. Hell yeah. So, major news networks publish misleading articles slandering people, and they get away with it, with the exception of the Dominion's lawsuit against Fox News. Yeah, that is true, Rowdy. There's some other ones that they've I want to say, what was the kid that ended up shooting two people in his own defense, and he had to go to court for it? I watched the whole trial on Nick Recator's stream.
Was it that Kyle kid?
Yes, Kyle Rittenhouse case. I did not, Red Animator. Kyle Rittenhouse, thank you. So, I want to say he actually sued one of the news networks and won. Because he was proven not guilty, but they were still saying he was a murderer. So guess what? That is slander. He has been...
Especially when you've seen the video.
Yeah. So, would slander be like saying ICE is a zoo? No, that wouldn't be slander. That's not slander at all, Zarglo. Would it be hurtful?
Are you saying it's true? Wait.
No.
What?
Slander,
no, I know.
Yeah,
Sorry.
it's like, that is not slander. So, if you said Ice Yamamoto sucks dick at video games, that's not slander. That's not hurting my business. That's not hurting my bottom line. That's not hurting the relationships around me. Nothing. Not hurting my reputation. Phil doesn't get... You have to prove you're hurting... You have to hurt reputation and financials for it to be slander. So saying Ice uses butt plugs, is that slander? No, that's not. I mean, it's a rumor. It will be a rumor, but it's not slander. It's not hurting anything. Also, the
depending
mega
on
kid
how
sued
the
CNN for $250 million.
Depending on how big the plug is, something might hurt.
I mean, it could be a horse cock. We don't know. The
That
world may
dragon
never know.
I wish I didn't know of that site's existence, but hey.
That's illegal. It always has been. But people get away with it all the time because there's no regulation on YouTube. You can do and say whatever you want and no one holds you to task for it. YouTube doesn't care unless it's like harmful to children or something like that. They won't ever take action. They say just go sue them then, right? So they will always do this because why? Because there is profit and there is popularity in making fun of Darkside Phil. I've been the whipping boy of the internet ever since This Is How You Don't Play started, and it's never ended. It's just exacerbated and gotten worse, and there's nothing I can really do about it.
What up?
Unless I completely retreat from
What's up,
the
G Million?
internet and decide that I will never make content on the internet ever again, and I don't give anyone else anything new to work with. That's probably the only way to end it. But the thing is, I love what I do. I love gaming. I love content creation. I love interacting with you guys every day. I have passion for it. If I didn't, I wouldn't be here every day doing it. I would have given up a long time ago.
Phil, you do this because you don't have a choice. Let's not get that twisted. You do this because you have no choice. I mean, yes, you technically have a choice. Yes, you have a choice to get a job, but you won't, and you're not going to make the money you make now. So, yes, this is no longer a choice. You have to do this.
All right? So I'm not going to give up on it. I'm going to continue to do what I feel is meaningful. Because you guys tell me it's meaningful every day, so I'll keep at it. And I will ignore the white noise nonsense. All I can do is urge
white noise, you dumb fucker!
Rather than listen to what everyone else says about it. Why is it that there's so many, I'm not even kidding you, hundreds to thousands of people on this internet, on YouTube particularly, who have all repeated negative memes about me. But then when you come to the streams and you watch, you're like, well, wait a minute, the meme's not true. You're right. But I can't stop the meme.
I don't get this.
That's just the nature of the business, right?
Stop calling
and I'm
it a
sadly one of the people who's
meme,
most negatively
dude.
affected by it, and there's nothing I can really do.
Hello.
What's up, Val?
Yeah, I'm
Hello.
back.
Welcome back to the world, Val.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm scared.
Exactly.
I'm scared. I want to go back home. I don't like
hear
the
that.
Ignore it.
This-
That's what people are like.
this
Well, why don't you
guy,
do something about it?
It's
Yeah,
like,
what
oh,
could I do?
memes. I'm like,
Get a
memes are
lawyer,
a
try to
joke.
sue people
They
for
last a
5 fucking years
a
and have
while
long
and they
drawn-out
go
legal
away.
battle that will go nowhere and
Phil, when people say, why don't you do something about it, they basically mean, why don't you just leave it alone? They're not saying you need to sue anybody. Because good luck suing a bunch of people. And let's just say you managed to sue every single detractor that has said something negative about you. You still have to prove it's hurt you in some way.
Not only that, but the ones now doesn't doesn't mean there's not going to be any more in the future.
Exactly.
What it is like she's picking an injury. When you pick at it, it's going to get infected and get worse and worse. You just leave it alone. It goes away.
Well, I think it already has, Val.
Oh, yeah. We know he has zombie rot, but I'm like, it's a thing. Just leave it alone and it goes away. The more you talk about it, the more people notice.
Exactly, and he should just keep quiet. If he really wants to ignore this, what he should do is just not say anything. When it's like, I'm going to use LSB as the example here.
Oh.
Because when LSB became William the Alchemist, fully became William the Alchemist, certain people would still show up to a stream and ask him, is he going to stream DSP? And he gave a very simple answer. I don't do that type of content anymore. That is respectful to the viewer, and it's also just being respectful to everyone else, including Phil and himself.
I'll go even simpler than that. Let's just do schoolyard tactics. The bully's bothering you. What do? Ignore him. He'll go away.
Until he puts his hands on you.
Yeah, the more the bully provokes you and you go back, the more they find it entertaining.
Oh, yeah.
Just let the bully say and do what they want. Just ignore it and don't go away because they'll be bored.
Like I said.
Real quick.
Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
Like I was saying this morning, saying my thoughts on it. Dude, Phil, we actually don't give a shit what you do outside of all this.
We don't.
We're just here to laugh at you and call you out on your bullshit. We don't give a fuck about your personal life. We don't give a fuck about your cat or your wife. None of that. We're just here to laugh. The majority.
Again, we're here to point and laugh at the monkey as he does something stupid.
But here's a problem.
Hello.
Oh, hello, Icy.
Hi.
Yes.
Icy. Guess who pulled for mass communications and had to take law and ethics? I know the definitions of slander, malice, defamation of character, and libel. The one everybody forgets.
I keep forgetting about libel.
You didn't watch Spider-Man 2 enough then. It's not. That's the only reason I remember it. It's not slang. In writing, it's libel.
Yes, in writing it is libel, and if you speak it, it's slander.
It's slander.
Exactly. Malice comes in depending on the intent.
That's the only reason I know it is because of that stupid movie.
Malice is what is the intent of whatever was being said.
Yes, Zardlow, this is Icy Temptress, Ice Yamamoto's girlfriend.
Hi, Zardlow. How are you?
That's how you say his name.
Be nice to Icy or I'll come and find you. I'm the female internet tough guy.
Why do I want to make that joke now with where I see you up and down Twitter? Don't bully me, I'll come.
Oh my god! But no, I went when I was going to college back in the day, and I actually tested out of the class because I had the credits for it. I was a public relations major before I said fuck this shit, I'm out. And one of my major courses I had to take was law and ethics, and we did the law part during the semester, and we did the ethics part during the summer. And so we had to learn this in and out. We had to learn what they mean. How can you prove them? Looking at it, of course, from a journalistic standpoint. And what does it mean when somebody, invokes the Fifth Amendment? As a reporter, what happens if, say, I write a story about Phil, and I have an unnamed source, and they're like, hey, here's everything about Phil, but I don't want to be named. Here's everything that goes on. And I get pulled into, Phil grows big enough balls and decides, hey, I'm going to take her to court for defamation of character because it could defame his character. Maybe it has malice behind it because there may be some ill intent that you can, gather from it. And it could be slanderous. Doesn't have to be all three, because you can have one or the other, not all three. And because it's written, it's libel. What people don't know is if you, and which pisses me off with most of the major news, 24-hour news channels, is as a reporter and as a journalist, one of the biggest rules you have to follow is it has to be fair and balanced. It has to be fair and balanced. And we had a perfect example of how personal influence and personal feelings can get into that. I mean, you see it on MSNBC, they lean to the left. You see it on Fox, they lean to the right. And they quote unquote fair, Fox says, oh, we're fair and balanced. No, you're not. You're fucking crooked. Just like everybody else. You're fucking crooked. Yes. And Fox News leans to the right. And I will die on this hill. No, none of the major news channels are fair and balanced. None of them.
Nope.
And because here's a local story that we had here. We had a physician that went into a gas station and he wanted to buy an item. Well, the person behind the counter happened to be not of this country. He was an immigrant, and his English wasn't 100%. He was in classes from what was found out. He was in classes to learn English. Okay, he wasn't from south of the border. He was from somewhere off in the east. But anyway, his best friend happened to own the local news station. So what happened is he went to his friend and said, hey, they are one of the biggest things is I don't know about anywhere else in the country. One of the biggest things is, if you have Arabic people running gas stations, they support the not so nice people. They're sending money back, supporting the nice stuff. And so the guy that owned the news station took that and ran. Okay. To the point they had protests in front of this gas station. Oh. Okay. Patriots, Patriots don't fuel up here, pro-America, blah, 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 blah. Okay. Yeah, the good old boys came out for that one. And what wound up happening is the actual story came out. The guy that was behind the counter is an immigrant from, I forget which Asian country. I don't know if it was Vietnam I think it was Vietnam. It might have been Korea. I'm not sure, but it was one of those Asian countries, China, Korea, one of those. And he legitimately was here. He had his permanent resident card. He was in the country legally. He was legit. And because of the defamation and the slander and the malice, because there was intent behind it to shut this gas station down, they actually they brought him to court, they sued and won. And the guy that owns the TV station still owns the TV station, but won't cover stuff like that now. And the doctor that was involved no longer practices anywhere in this state.
There's that karma.
Yes, him and his son also had a practice here. They do not practice in this state at all. They actually moved to a different state because the story broke and it went statewide. Because he said something to the guy behind the counter, and the guy behind the counter was trying to tell him, what did you say? I don't understand. Please speak slowly. But when the guy reported it, he reported it with a lean towards his friend and, oh yeah, those dirty immigrants, blah, blah, blah. Let's show them what America's all about, blah, blah, blah. One of those guys. Mm-hmm. And it all came back and blew up in his face. Had he been a proper journalist, he would have recorded his friend's conversation, what happened according to his friend. And then he would have interviewed the people at the store to get the full story, to get it to where, okay, well, maybe it's not as big of a story as they thought it was. Maybe it doesn't need to be covered like this. His friend just got his feelings hurt. you know, and long story short, they won the lawsuit, but the damage was done. The damage has been done. So they wound up selling the gas station to someone else, and they wound up moving out of the city. I don't know exactly where they went, but good luck to them, because that guy's an asshole. And I've always said, if my car, you know, just maybe runs, you know, the alignment just whatever, or I fling a booger out the window, I hope it lands on him.
Wow. Yeah.
And even better than that, him and I went to the same university, except he's way older than I am. But we went to the same university, and a lot of the teachers that he was taught by were still teaching when I went there. So I know he was taught properly. But yeah, that's the power of news, and that's the power of word. And when Phil's sitting here saying, "Oh, this is slanderous, this is slanderous," no, Phil. People's opinions are not slander. Because like I've been saying all this time, they're not hurting your reputation. They're not defaming your character. They have no malice because they have no ill intent. It's strictly for humor. And even when it's written on Twitter, it's not liable because there's nothing behind it. So the fact that Phil likes to throw those out like that, it's like, dude, obviously you didn't. If you did go to college, your business degree did not make you take any law and ethics classes. Even the degree I finished in this program that I'm in, that I went back to school to finish my degree in, I would have had to take law and ethics. Why? Because as a business person, I need to know all of this. As a business person, as a marketing person, as a PR person, I have to know what I'm saying, how I'm saying it, what's the intent behind it, and most of all, does it affect somebody's reputation in a negative fashion that may come back and blow back on me? Okay? Now, back to the beginning when I said about, you know, if I interviewed somebody and say it was Ice. Let's just use Ice for an example.
Woohoo!
I interviewed Ice, and he gave me, hey, Roach Bait, he gave me a story about Phil. Say he knew Phil personally, God forbid. God forbid he knew Phil personally, but he gave me a juicy story, and I took it and ran with it. Phil finds out, it does damage his reputation, it does affect him either financially, personally, it doesn't matter, because it doesn't have to affect financially. It can only, if it affects just your reputation, that's fine. It doesn't have to affect your pocketbook. It can affect just you. Okay? But anyway, that I digress. But say I don't name Phil in the story, because you hear all these news stories. Oh, from a secret source within the White House. Oh, a secret source, a source close to former President Trump, a source close to Hillary Clinton. Whatever, it doesn't matter. They bring me to court, and I say I plead the fifth. I don't want to really reveal my sources. I plead the fifth. The judge can hold me in contempt until I name whoever that source is. It could be a day, it could be a week, it could be a month, depending on how committed to me not naming who it is. And I told my professor when he said that, I told my professor right then and there, I said, I will sing like a fucking canary because y'all ain't putting my ass in jail. I don't care who you are.
Who are your sources?
Now, of course, if it's something for national security and stuff, of course, you know, that's different.
You ask me who my source is, I'm going to tell you it's Monica Lewinsky.
She's down for anything.
Blue dress.
She's my automatic answer for anything. Where are the drugs?
You know.
Monica Lewinsky. Wait, what?
But yeah, if a reporter is brought to court and they turn around and say, I do not want to name my sources, I plead the fifth, the judge can and more than likely will hold them in contempt of court and throw them in jail until they release the name.
There's really...
unless it's a matter of national security, and if I say somebody's name, you know, the country's going to go haywire, fuck it, I'm naming them. I don't care who it is. I'll tell you where Jimmy Hoffa is. I don't fucking care.
Goddamn. There's only one person that would actually be in trouble, like real trouble. And that would be the person that hacked his bank account. That's the only person.
See,
that would
that's
be
a
in
different
actual
kind.
trouble.
Yeah, that's
a federal crime that was committed.
Yes, that's federal crimes. That's different.
However, Phil doesn't go to the police with that.
No.
I mean, yes, sure. He lucked out and nothing was taken. It was read only, so you could only see the transactions and whatnot. But he doesn't go to the police and be like, hey, you know, I just had this happen. Where he's like, oh, well, I did, but they told me that they can't do anything. I need to contact the FBI and hand me that. And they told me they can't do anything. No, like, Phil, somebody's going to take that, because guess what? That means they can do it to somebody else.
Identity theft, yeah. So the fact that he said, yeah, it could open him. They would open it up and audit. They would do an audit. The bank, he can go to the bank and say, hey, look, somebody hacked my account. And the bank would be like, okay, let's look at everything. Let's see if everything's legit. And, you know, probably automatically turn around and say, okay, we're going to close these accounts. We're going to move your money to some new accounts, just in case just in case of other account activity or something. You know, he's just lucky whoever hacked, they didn't do anything.
Honestly, that person was smart too, because they fucking dipped. They were like, I'm out, see ya. But this is what I mean by Phil says a lot of things.
Phil would drink the fifth. He wouldn't try it. He'd fucking drink it.
Because Phil, as I said, he desperately wants a win for anything. He wants people to believe him for anything. It does not matter what it is.
Then do something and prove that you did it so people would believe you.
Oh, who wants to tell Icy his viewpoint on charity?
How it should be done in private, because that's what good Catholics do.
Yes.
Good Catholics. That's an oxymoron.
I felt like a student being quizzed by my frickin' teacher, by the way. And if if I didn't get it right, I would get the Catholic punishment of the metal edge ruler across the knuckle.
Don't get me started on Catholics, please. I'm a Roman Catholic.
Don't shoot the messenger.
I'm in Southeast Louisiana. If y'all know anything about history, this place is, we're steeping, Roman Catholic everything. So, yeah, don't get me started on that. But good Catholics, that's an oxymoron.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's like.
Like I said, don't shoot
that's like
the
saying I have an open secret.
Answering.
That's like saying I have an open secret.
That concept bumps.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I'm sorry, but a lot of times it's not the person donating the money that brings it to the public. It's the organization that brings it public. Why? Because if somebody, say, donates money and they bring it out and they publicize it, it may trigger. Perfect example of charities doing this. The ALS and the Ice Bucket Challenge.
He uses that as an example.
That is an example of an organization doing it right.
What did they raise? Over $100 million doing that?
They raised a good chunk of change for that. Imagine had they not brought that to the public. Imagine they had not taken that one little thing that started privately on social media, and made it public and brought it to the forefront. They would not have raised nearly as much money as they had. I mean, like I said, I'm in Southeast Louisiana, go Saints. Who dat? Steve Gleason is one of the biggest names around here because, of course, he made that kick in the Saints game that won the first time we played back in the Superdome after Katrina. But he has ALS. So he even did the Ice Bucket Challenge. He looks like a goddamn robot. He honestly has like a probe in his head that connects to a computer that he can think the word and it'll type it and it'll speak it for him. Mm-hmm. This dude's like rigged. But imagine that Ice Bucket Challenge not turning viral. and not helping these other people that are not the Steve Gleasons, that are not the Luke Gehrig of the world, that have the money, that can afford the treatment. You know, that was a good thing that they did. And that wasn't because somebody went public. That's because the organization was like, hey, here you go. This is what's happening. Who wants to join in?
Yep.
They were smart. You know, and to sit there and say, oh, well, that's what a good Catholic does. Phil, you're so far. Phil, if you would tell me that you're a Catholic and you're a practicing Catholic, I would look at you in the face and say bullshit.
Oh, no, he's not a practicing Catholic. He used to
I don't
be.
care if he's...
And now
he
he's
used to
not.
be.
And he says now he doesn't believe in that stuff. But he still believes in it.
What?
Exactly.
So, I was a Catholic, but I don't believe in their practices, but yet I still practice as a Catholic.
Yeah.
Hey, don't ask, it's Phil.
Yeah, it's Phil.
That is such a circle. That is a circle jerk in your head that you can't get rid of.
It's a mind fuck for sure.
It's his mental gymnastics.
Yep. The mental gymnastics.
That's the only thing he's good at. He would get a gold medal if that was an Olympic event.
Oh God, would it?
Oh yeah. That's about the only thing he's good at.
Exactly. And the biggest thing with defamation, Ramen, the biggest thing that sets defamation apart from everybody else is it has to be heard by a third person.
Good luck with that on the internet.
Defamation of character has to be heard by a third person. If me and Ice are in a private conversation and there's no one else around, and I say something something that would defame Phil, but nobody else heard, there's no proof. The burden of proof is on the person that's saying that, hey, I'm doing it, not me.
Yes, Phil is just saying malarkey.
Yeah.
And he doesn't have to.
He uses.
I work for a big, huge insurance company. The biggest insurance company, if you Google it, in the world, not just the United States. The biggest insurance company in the world. We have ties in damn near every country around the globe. In fact, I just found out that the company I work for has partnered with a health organization in Australia. Shut up. We're not taking it over. We're partnered with them because they follow this. They have the same type of health system that, of course, England has, which is national health care.
Sorry, chat. That's an inside joke.
Yeah, it's an inside joke, and that's why I was like, "Fuck you, dude." No. I did not ask for that information. It was told to me. Fuck you. Anyway, but if you can Google it, you can Google who is the biggest insurer in the United States, and you'll find out exactly what company I work for. And but they have a charity that doesn't get a lot of publicity, but what it does is they help and they give grants to children. It's like for children's hospitals and whatnot, for treatments and stuff like this. And they share some of the stories with us about, hey, this child needed a procedure. It was like $9,000, and we donated the money to it. Whatever.
I want to finish this first.
I don't tell everybody I donate $20 a paycheck to that. I don't need to.
State Farm.
No, I don't work for State Farm, even though I wish Jake was at my office.
It's Jake from State Farm. Well, what are you wearing, Jake from State Farm?
Khaki.
Khakis? She sounds like a man. It's because it is a guy.
No, she sounds hideous.
Because he's a man.
She sounds hideous.
Well, she's a man, so.
Those are my favorite commercials. But no, I work for the biggest health insurance. Yes, Zerglo. That is who I work for. I do work for United Health Group. I didn't realize how big the company was Because I mean, on my login screen, of course, it tells me all the different locations, and I'm thinking, oh, it's just South America and India and whatnot. I didn't know that. Yeah, I exactly. You Google who is the biggest healthcare provider in the United States, and you get United Health Group. And they are huge. They are very, very big. I didn't realize that we may not be named in the countries, but we have working relationships with other insurers in those countries. And I'll tell you this right now, I would not change it for the world. I'm not trying to say, hey, go apply over here. But they are a very good company to work for. I'll say that much about my employment. And the support that you get is crazy.
Oh, excuse me.
They have, if you look up United Healthcare, there is the United Healthcare Children's Fund, which is their children's charity, and we can either do a one-time donation or we can do per paycheck, and I do $20 per paycheck, and I know where my money's going. Do I announce that? No. Now, if I send you an official email from work, yeah, there's a little tag at the bottom that says, I support, whatever. But if it was bigger than that, say I won the lottery and I wanted to give $1 million to it, and United Healthcare was like, well, we need to publicize this because some states you have to publicize things like that. If it's over a certain amount, it has to be in the public record.
I think VA you have to as well.
Yeah, I'm not sure, but I think
only thing I don't have to do.
Certain companies you have to.
Yeah, only thing I don't have to do is if I won the lottery, I don't have to say anything.
See, in Louisiana, if you won the lottery, say tonight I win the Powerball, I have to be identified in the news. Some states you don't have to, some states you do. Louisiana, you have to. Over a certain amount, you have to.
I think here I can get a retainer to save them.
I hate to cut out, but I'm getting tired.
No.
Alrighty.
No, I know.
All right, Heather. Thank you for stopping by. I greatly appreciate it.
Thank you for having me.
Oh, anytime.
You know me. I'll pop in
contradicts
whenever
himself all
I
the
see
time.
you guys. I'll pop in whenever I see you guys in chat and stuff. And
yes, I'm about to amass a bunch of high-end clothing.
The SP word just got less and less valuable.
I'm gonna have a house, a 5-bedroom house, and 3 of those bedrooms are gonna be my closet.
Why do you think Why do you think I say every time he talks, he just hurts himself? Like
he does.
Phil fucks himself, and even though I do not like him, you always hear me say he needs to shut the fuck up. I will continue saying he needs to shut the fuck up.
He is his own worst enemy.
Yeah, as I said, he's his own biggest detractor.
Yeah.
He is his own
worst enemy. You don't want people to know shit? Don't say it. Easiest said done.
Yeah.
All right, Lewis. Have a great night. Sleep well.
I keep saying that because all he's doing is he keeps digging and digging and digging that hole.
I mean, part of me wonders, and this is just me wondering, I don't know why, but part of me wonders if the reason he does that is because he wants to make himself seem
bigger. Oh, I think we lost her. Well, until she figures out or comes back, we'll continue this.
Probably not even result in anything meaningful. Like, what's the point? Or I could just sit here and be positive and make more content every day.
Might just
continue to be me,
have a shit.
Be real with my audience and just have a good time, right? That's what I've always ever.
If you're trying to make yourself relatable, you don't say everything and then some on screen.
Yep.
You don't tell people when you had a shit. You don't tell people what you ate for lunch. Unless it's just that fucking amazing. Like if I went to Ruth Chris Steakhouse and I'm like, dude, I had the best fucking steak ever. Okay, fine. But I'm not going to tell you I DoorDash Taco Bell.
I thought I.
Why?
I thought I had it. Oh, I guess I don't have it. I thought I actually had something that showed. Let me see here. I must not have it on here. Alright, whatever. Every meal for.
Oh, no, Reap Out. This is before I decided to start joining some of the ICE's streaming. There was the one that he ordered the pho from the Vietnamese restaurant. I was raging so hard during that video, just listening to Ice talk about it. I was raging so hard because he's like, "Why is it raw? What is this? Why is this hot? Why is this raw?" Because you're supposed to put the fucking meat in it. The broth cooks the meat for you to eat it. You put the noodles in it and they warm up. Why? So you can eat it. It's supposed to be put together. It's like a DIY project. What the fuck, dude? I raged so hard. I still pissed off about that shit.
Look, as we said before, he's a special little boy.
Oh, he is so special. He should get paid once a month from the state.
He should.
Sellout. I never became a shill. I never became someone who played the game. I don't
see right there, and that is a lie. This is what I mean by he keeps lying.
What did you say?
I'm gonna replay it. Just listen.
The audience and just have a good time, right? That's what all I've ever wanted to do to begin with. I never became a sellout. I never became a shill. I never became someone who played the game.
Yes, you fucking
did.
You
Phil,
lying piece of shit.
If that was the case, then why did you join Machinima? You played the game. You wanted to be a shill, a sellout, as you want to put it. You got sponsorships. That's selling out, according to you. You did the very things you claim you didn't do. And then in the same vein, you will turn around and say you cannot get any sponsorships because you're trolls, your haters, your detractors, and your critics, the mouth-drooling basement-dweller morons. Hey, Trunks.
Hi, Trunks.
Keep on ruining your opportunities to do these. So either you want these
Oh my god, he
opportunities
did?
or you don't.
Okay, I don't eat collard greens. I don't eat collard greens. I don't eat spinach or anything like that. But I know you don't pour the juice out.
Wait,
oh
you
my
poured
god.
the juice out of the collard greens? No. Oh my god. I would have lost my shit.
Yeah, you don't do that. I don't eat it, but I know you don't do that shit.
Oh.
Oh my god, we had a restaurant here. Okay, I'm gonna brag about a restaurant here locally. They're not open anymore, unfortunately. I think they're getting remodeled and whatnot. But every Wednesday, I'm not a fraud. Every Wednesday they had a soul food plate, and they would have smothered cabbage with turkey necks. They had smothered pork with it. And I forget what they had. I know they had cornbread and something else, and it was so good. I was I wanted to lick the container it came in. That's how good it was. And now you telling me that, I could just imagine Phil going, "Ew, my god, why is this touching? What is this? Ugh, what is it? My cornbread is soggy. Ugh, it's like, what the fuck, dude? Boo Boo, come down here to New Orleans. Bring your pasty white ass down here to New Orleans. And go to eat at Dookie Chase. Please. And go order the collard greens. And pour the juice out in front of those guys. Do it. Fucking dare you. An open challenge. Do it.
Yes, we're feasting with Icy.
Yes, we're feasting with Icy because I have the best food in the country. Yes, I do.
Food, man. Food.
Fast food.
I don't do this
No.
just for money.
Oh my
Again,
god.
lying right off the fucking bat. Well, not off the bat, but continues the fucking lie.
Oh my god. I gotta hear that again.
Exactly.
I gotta hear that again.
Became a shill. I never became someone who played the game. I don't do this just for money.
I don't do this
Oh,
just
no,
for money.
Reap out. I will hurt somebody for good Mexican tacos. And I'm not talking like the Taco Bell shit. I'm talking like the authentic shit, street tacos. We have some Mexicans here that they open some restaurants.
I love everything about this.
And oh my god. Oh my fucking god. Their tacos are amazing.
I love everything about this. I don't do this just for money. Guys, tips have been
bullshit!
Tips have been slow tonight. I stayed over. We're only sitting at $6, $7 in tips.
Good
The whole food big bills. What the fuck?
I would like some help.
Ice
Yes.
I'm just laughing because he says I don't do this
I
for
have two
money,
big
but he's
bills.
always asking people to donate.
Oh,
Please
so
tip.
pays. Oh,
Please
rebound.
tip.
I might have to stalk you.
Uh-oh.
Just saying. I just might have to stalk you.
Phil,
for tacos and
please,
soap.
everybody knows you do this for money. That's why you were begging people to give you more tips and memberships, because your YouTube check was going to be low. Come on, Phil. You could do better than that. Tell me a better lie, dude. Come on.
Ice always stalls.
Ice is now pulling a Shinko getting faded out.
A lot of people have issue with that.
Yeah, he was begging for members,
because I'm not
begging
in
for
this
super
for
chats
money.
with his YouTube check.
No, you turned
Exactly.
down
2 big bills, Miles. 2 big bills.
You turned down $50,000 because you didn't like who the $50,000 was coming from. That's why you turned it down. Don't lie to people, Phil. You didn't want to work with Keemstar. You don't like Keemstar. You fucked over 2 other fat paisanos that ended up getting in a fucking boxing match with each other, whom I assumed was going to die on round 1. I was wrong. So get out of here. Get out of here.
A minute, for the love of what I do, for
You do not
Was that
love
your
this.
potential
passion, to be legitimate,
Yankee, New
to feel
Yorkie
like I'm putting
accent
out
coming
meaningful
out?
stuff for an
Something
audience
like
that
that.
wants that kind of content. That's why I'm still here.
No, Phil, if you did that, then you would actually take pride in your work. You do not take pride in your work. I'm not saying I'm better than you with that, Phil. I
Thank
do
you.
do anything.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I've always said that.
Yeah, shills for himself every day.
I've always said that. I have always said that. He always says that he's not a shill, but yet you shill yourself out every fucking day to your people. Every fucking day. I've always said that. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
I am lazy. I don't put
He is
thumbnails
lazy.
up or anything else. I need to do that. I need to put thumbnails up. I need to attempt to make a video. There's things I need to try to do. But Phil, I still put more work into my layouts and my streams than you do. Like, I need to talk to Reap about making another one. I need to talk to you, Reap, if you're still here. I need to see about making an ending one.
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
No, we can't hear you.
That's all.
But Phil, if you're gonna lie, please tell us a better one. Like, this is what I mean by he believes the lie now. It's no longer just I'm saying this, and I believe this. He believes this now.
Here, I wouldn't be here. I would have quit years ago. When the harassment got so bad, I would have been out of here, man. But people don't get that because they can't see past their own world mindset, their own little, very short-sighted way that they enjoy their own lives. They can't understand that other people have.
Did you guys watch his Super Mario Brothers movie review?
Well,
I watched
care about
the one you and
I care
Raven
about
did.
you and me having a good time on stream, so I'll just keep
Oh,
going.
okay.
That review was horrible. I want to talk to you about it later.
I received a $1 tip.
Got it.
$1 tip. Come on, Phil. Read me the tip. Read it. Hurry up. Hurry the fuck up, Phil.
Someone's not even making a point. If I personally felt a game was bloated and filled with boring, meaningless tedium, I wouldn't say I liked it. But I didn't do the tedium.
No, Phil. That's what you kept saying about the games, that they're bloated, full of tedious things that don't need to be there, that they're bloated. They are bloated. And you say, oh, well, there's good bloat. No, there is no such thing as good bloat. It is only bad bloat. I mean, the trolls are fist and he over-exaggerating. Yeah, he said that before, but then he turns around, but he needs a boogeyman. You see, Phil is the perpetual victim. He needs someone there to always say, I am being attacked. I am being bullied. See, Phil wants you to bully him till he comes. That's what Phil wants. So when he keeps on playing the victim card and keeps going on these spurg out moments, that's what he wants.
He's the damsel in distress.
Yeah. I'm sorry, horse. Your husband's in a different barnyard.
Stuff. I did the good stuff, and the good stuff's good, so I like it. How is this so hard?
No, because, Phil, when you play a game, there's things I can say I don't like. But if I don't like as much as you don't like about a game, I'm just going to stop playing it. And people can say, hey, Ice quit the game. Hey, man, you know what? That's fine. I didn't like it, so I dropped it. It's okay. It's okay, Phil. Let down that fragile ego. Let John get that dick out the butt. It's okay. Be human for once. But that's not gonna happen.
Hard to understand.
But what if he likes
I really
dick
don't
in
get it.
his
The way Nintendo
I mean, he
made
might.
it,
Dick
here's
in
the
his
thing.
butt.
Here's the meat of the game. It's really good. Here's all
Alright.
this extra stuff. You can do it if you want, but if you're someone who doesn't have a lot of extra time or you have 100 hours to play, you don't have
I
to do
have
it.
to look into that, but I don't think so.
You know what's
No,
stupid about
no.
what he just said? Is he's got all the time in the fucking world to play this game.
Yeah, he does. He plays games for a living. And in essence, he has the dream job. But he doesn't respect the job. And he doesn't respect those who follow him to this job. So he cannot enjoy the job. And I say job when really streaming is not a job. It's really not. It's not. Where streaming becomes hard is the mental battle you have with yourself to keep a couple of people, a couple of hundred people, 1,000 people, 2,000 people, 50,000 people.
Bro,
Well,
for what's taking you 5 minutes to kill, it took me 2. Stop. Sorry.
Oh, you're right.
Playing a game.
That is where the mental battle begins. Like, someone for me, it's a mental battle. I am a introvert. So doing this is forcing me out of being an introvert and being an extrovert. And that takes a toll mentally. You can ask Icy. Phil, you've been on the internet for 15 years. Talking is what you do.
Oh, he's gonna chew on everything. I know what he's gonna do. He's gonna chew on everything. He's gonna mark the corners, and I'm gonna have to get him castrated. I mean, fixed. I mean, neutered. Yeah, it's gonna be a thing. I already know.
Yeah, he doesn't respect the dream itself.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's a club that no one's invited to. Exactly. Phil,
course.
as we said, when he wears his Hitler hat or his Nazi hat, the hat fits him. It suits him. Because that's how he runs his chat.
You can just focus on this stuff over here that's really good.
Man, if I got paid to play Final Fantasy and Gundam, don't
I
think
know,
I
right?
wouldn't. Don't think I wouldn't. I will be a fucking Gundam connoisseur in a goddamn heartbeat. I probably would have every Gundam in that game by now.
So why wouldn't I think the game is good? What don't you understand? I mean, do you have any common sense in your...
Phil, there is 3 portions of land in The Legend of Zelda: Tears of the Kingdom, excuse me. You have the mainland, you have the Skyland, and you have the depths. You didn't do the depths. You didn't really do the Skyland. You did the mainland, and that was it. That was as far as you decided to go. You had 2 battery packs the entire game. Surprisingly. When you can have, I think, 14. Your hearts was atrociously low. And you didn't even know you could get a horse. Until your chat told you you could get a horse. And you're saying this, you don't need to do all this stuff. No, the stuff is there for you to do, if you so choose to. But you were bitching about everything you had to do in Zelda, every step of the way.
Your fucking head. I don't know what else to say. Yes, I
Phil,
can...
you did not like Zelda. Just stop. Just because you were in Zelda Jams doesn't mean you liked fucking Zelda. Okay, that's a front. Like, you were literally that guy that says, "Hello, fellow kids." That is you. I have Zelda jammies, so I'm a Zelda fan, just like the rest of you. So, you didn't like the game. You complained about the game numerous times, numerous days. You complained that you weren't getting money for Legend of Zelda, and then you even stayed an extra hour over, and all you got to show for it was $7.
Can like the game, even though I don't like the side content of the game. If you don't understand that,
and we're back.
You know, I don't know what else to say.
Welcome back.
You got to mature up a little bit.
See, even the internet said I needed
it's
to,
like to you, it's like
Exactly, Reap. He complained from day one.
Well, either you love it or you hate it. No, that's not reality. Reality is not black and white, yes and no, good and bad, like and hate. That's not life. The sooner you learn that, the more mature mindset you have.
All right, we've already heard this, Phil. It doesn't matter. All right,
Fuck you, dude.
Exactly.
Straight up. Fuck
so, Falcon, can you do me a favor and post the links, Rydrake as well as Hum Along? As I am ending, I stayed way longer than I anticipated to. I was supposed to be done at 7:30, but I went loud.
Yeah, and then I had to come in and I'm dragging his ass off.
Oh, no problem. You're still streaming, or are you done?
I was just testing my Oculus. I'm done.
Oh, you're done? Okay. Don't post Rydrake link.
Who's up right now? Well, you can.
Wait, what?
Can you send the channel?
Why are we
I
posting
can't do that.
Rydrake's link? I thought he was banned.
I mean, Rydrake is always banned, but you know.
Then
we still help him. Thank you, Falcon.
Peace is going to be on in a few minutes.
Oh, there you go. You got. So you have technically you have Dwight Race coming on at 9. Well, he should have been on by this. You have,
what is he doing?
He's doing his ELW, which I'm gonna watch now. So you have Dwight Race with ELW. You have Piece of Peace doing the Re-Fighter, and you got Lynn doing one as well, restreaming. So you have choices. Pick your choice. Pick your poison. I would say definitely enjoy yourselves. Thank you all. I appreciate all of you being here. We actually had 26 viewers at one point. That was awesome.
Yes, you did, man. That was amazing.
It was. I thank you guys.
You're getting closer to that VTuber.
No. I'm not nowhere near the The VTuber's not happening.
Yeah, we're going to
The VTuber's not happening.
I am pro VTuber, you guys. I'm just saying. I am pro VTuber.
That is not... Guys, somebody back me up. Tell her I'm not getting the VTuber. It's not happening.
You are totally getting a VTuber.
I am not getting the... Look. If I hit 500, like I said, I will do the Wolf VTuber. I will do it. I will live up to it. And y'all gonna have a big haha at my expense, and I don't mind.
I'm still waiting. I'm also still waiting for the Mount Your Friends stream. So I'm just saying.
Well,
we do that Friday.
If you get the Wolf VTuber, you get that little animation like Ann has for headpath.
Yeah. No, we're not doing a VTuber with a butt plug. Reed.
Yes.
That is not happening. TikTok viral. If it's a girl, like... No, I'm doing a male. I'm doing a male VTuber. I'm not doing a female. But thank you, everybody. I greatly appreciate everything you guys have done for me. Just being here, talking, chatting amongst yourselves, watching me when I play games, restreams, subbing.
He has 2 big bills coming up. Please.
I appreciate all that.
That's the subliminal message.
You know,
yes.
I'm just. Unlike Phil, I'm happy you guys decided to take your time out of the day to watch me. And I appreciate it. So that'll be something else.
Close it out. Close it out gracefully.
Yeah. So I will see you all. Enjoy Twilight Suzuka here. Take care, everybody.